me get it going. Gino, you got it?
Yeah, I got you. Oh, shoot. Hi, we've been live for 2 minutes. Never mind. Hello.
No, we haven't. It just said live right now. 10 seconds.
Okay, never mind. Never mind. Guys, we're losing our shit over here. I'm sorry. We are
Aaron
losing
Rodgers.
our mind.
All
A lot of
kinds of messed
reports. Yeah, everything's messed up. Jets players are saying one thing. Reports are saying other things. I'm Italy Jet. Gunny Gumby situation reports what does indeed KBX Jets for our regular show on Mondays. Gentlemen, how are you doing?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Right now, right before we came on, you got freaking Garrett Wilson, freaking big ticket talking about it's happening. Like these motherfuckers right now got me on edge. Maybe Aaron Rodgers is in the building and they want to go ahead and do some kind of live New York Jets like announcement freaking on their channel or some shit. I don't know. All I know is I'm pissed. Trey Wingo just tweeted, hearing Rodgers to the Jets is finally done. History about to repeat itself between New York and Green Bay. Time is indeed a flat circle. I'm oh my God. I'm
and then I'm hearing something else from Dove Kleeman now too. Kleeman's saying the same thing because Jordan Love's the next guy up. So I'm like, I'm so confused. But then Ian Rappaport, Ian and Mike are saying something else different. So,
but I think so. Okay, I will say this: Aaron Rodgers does not like Ian Rappaport. I think Trey Wingo did call it in terms of the conversations that were being had between the Jets and Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron legitimately does not like freaking Ian Rappaport, bro. Like he doesn't like those guys who just claim to be in the know. So that's probably why he's, saying y'all don't know shit and getting pissed off about it because probably they leaked it a little bit because somebody said some shit and it's about to get released. And I'm just winging it right now, bro. I'm just winging it. I just want it to be stated so we have our quarterback. That's all I care about. Just say it.
Yeah.
But Garrett Wilson seems happy about something.
Yeah. Becton, Sauce Gardner, and Becton. They both said something on Twitter about it. So, and Trey Wingo is a good source. It's just I want to hear it somewhere else too.
Yo, Douglas has had everybody on lock though. I doubt that the players the first person to
Yeah.
They don't have to pull like a 3-3 like movie scene and like flash Aaron Rodgers on the MVP shit at this point.
Man, if Rodgers just goes out and says I'm retiring now, I'm gonna burn my place to the ground.
This is the worst timing. All right, hold on.
All right, what's up? But no, I've been looking. I have been on my phone nonstop, just trying to look at everything, make sure everything's correct before I put anything out. Like I said, Becton, Gardner, and Wilson, they have had 4 tweets. Becton has had 1 tweet, Garrett Wilson's had 2 tweets, and Sauce has had 1 tweet, and it's all stating that they can relax, they're happy, and oh my God. That's what I'm getting right now. But Trey Wingo has predicted this before. He's a good source, and we saw him live. But I want to hear it from Adam, Ian, Mike. I want to hear from other people before I get super excited. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we need more time. What do you think, Gunny? I think we need a little bit more time.
I personally
I think I missed out on it. I'm getting
course
in the middle of the stream. I'm getting calls and all kind of nonsense now. So, main question. Do y'all got a deadline on how long we're giving Aaron Rodgers this nonsense? Because I was done this morning at 12:01 a.m.
I'll say this. I think because Adam Schefter and Ian Rappaport are saying like, oh, something hasn't been done, that has been done. I think because of the pure aspect that Aaron Rodgers hates them as much as he does, that they're all like refuting what Trey Wingo is saying, refuting what we're seeing with, the guys in the building, that something has already been happened and they're just not aware of it. But of course they got to have their sources and they're trying to go ahead and say, no, nothing's happened yet. I just want to see it. I want to see it freaking somewhere else. So that way we know it's freaking done. This is frustrating. Mike White to the Dolphins. I'm not salty about it. We're going to definitely play Mike. We're going to go against Mike White next year.
Yeah.
We already know.
Tua and Mike, they're injury-prone quarterbacks now. Like they have been hit with some of the toughest injuries. They're gonna have some problems at a QB position this year for sure. I think they're gonna pick up another QB either in the draft or in the middle of the year. during their season. I think this is not the end of Tua and Mike White. I think there's something else going to happen. They're both very injury prone right now. They're just getting over their stuff. Who knows? They could surprise us, right? But right now, if I'm Miami, I wouldn't be confident right now.
Oh, not at all. I wouldn't be if I was them. They just freaking traded. They just brought in freaking Jalen Ramsey, which is going to eat up more cap space. And a lot of people are talking about how they're terrified and they're scared. I just dropped the video about Jalen Ramsey and the fact that he's literally on the decline. They got probably the most overrated secondary right now in the NFL, in my opinion. And Xavier Howard and Jalen Ramsey. Jalen Ramsey last year was not good at all. He got exposed quite a bit. In fact, started seeing the decline in the playoffs after this 2021 season, where he did have a really good season in 2021. But after the playoffs, against some of those more elusive and speedy wide receivers, you saw him getting got for freaking touchdowns. Like he gave up a career high 121 passer rating in the playoffs, 2 deep touchdowns, just looked atrocious. And then last year, it continued the trend. I think when you get to be the age of 28, 29, and a guy who's as physical and fast, athletically gifted as as Ramsey has been, eventually, man, time catches up with everybody. And I think Jalen Ramsey being that guy also that's not afraid to go ahead and hit, those bigger tight ends and put his body in jeopardy. You're starting to see his decline a little bit faster than you saw some of the other elite guys, right? Richard Sherman, Darrelle Revis, all of those guys approaching 30. You saw them kind of go off of a cliff, so to speak. Jalen Ramsey about to be 29 years old. Xavier Howard is 29 years old. I don't see those guys being the elite duo the Miami Dolphins fans and potentially organization thinks they're getting.
What is going on now? Breece Hall is saying something now,
bro. They know, bro. They know. I'm telling you, they know. I mean, think about it. The individuals in the building would get the news before the beat reporters would get the news. So this is why I'm like, if these guys are saying this, they know.
Yeah.
The cheesehead did it by Breece Hall, bruh.
Oh well, maybe something's happening. We're just not seeing it yet. Yeah.
I need y'all to stop getting my hopes up.
Yeah, what'd you say? Out the cheesehead did it.
yeah, exactly.
Just now. Stop getting my hopes up. Making fondue on the weekend doesn't pull in Aaron Rodgers. I don't.
Right. Yeah.
If that's all it took,
that's
we should have
funny.
A month ago, yo.
I don't know. This is
I
funny.
see Tigo commenting something.
I see Tigo doing something.
Did something else drop?
Hi, man.
Oh my God, man. I can't. I can't.
Okay, listen. If, like I said, if someone pulls a 180 now, I'm gonna throw a chair. So
I can't do this anymore, bro. I can't. My blood pressure can't take this. I'm
gonna need to get back on my medication.
Jordan Bird. Hold on. What is this?
Who's Jordan Bird? What is this?
Oh, he's nobody. What? Disregard. He's nobody. I don't know him. But he just tweeted out breaking news: former Packers QB Aaron Rodgers is traded to the New York Jets. It's official. Sources tell SSPN. And I'm like, what the hell is SSPN?
Yeah, what's that? What is that? The New York market sports? Oh, okay. Well, he said Bird is a troll.
Bird is a troll. Okay.
Okay. So Tigo. So listen, I actually agree with Tigo though. With Wingo. Wingo has been good before.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
he's been on point.
Yeah.
We knew about the phone call before anybody else knew about the phone call. In fact, it took them almost freaking 5 hours to confirm Wingo wasn't telling a lie. And then it was proved. Nope, he was on point. He knew it. Wingo is in the circle, boys. I think Trey's in the circle. And he knows what the other guys don't know.
Okay, U Stadium just posted something too, and Jets Nation and the Jets press. But everyone is also saying that they want to wait for Ian and Adam. But I kind of agree with Gunny, and I'm actually agreeing with other people. If the players are posting something, now I'm like, shoot, I don't know.
My heart is not going to allow it, yo. Because if I see these motherfuckers celebrating that here's some news like Aaron Rodgers just decided to retire, I promise you that's going to be it.
Right.
We're good. We need 3 lanes.
Right. Okay, who's Ryan Wood though? Nothing is done regarding Aaron Rodgers trade. This sources say. Who's Ryan Wood though? Adriana Torres just retweeted that. Wingo wouldn't risk his reputation on this. Rodgers hates Ian and Adam. Why would they let him? Yeah, That's true. No. He's right. Tigo
I
is
don't
right.
think it's a matter of I don't think it's a matter of risk and reputation though. As an insider, it's pretty much your job. You want to be as right as possible, but right or wrong, I think for some shit like this, you'd be willing to risk being one of the first people to break the news. But I'm more so relying on, like you said, he's been pretty reliable in the past when it comes to some of these big events. So let's hope he was right and he got some early tea and we're just waiting.
Right. Man, you know what? If Trey Wingo is right, I'm not going to go to anybody else anymore. No, I'm just kidding. That's stupid. No, it's just funny. It's just funny, though. Yeah, I mean, now all the Jets people are now breaking the news that we did it already. Man, this is a bad day to have a migraine. Good God. I don't know.
The world
you know what? Yeah, you're right. Okay, so it's about 12:19 your time, correct? DK?
Yeah.
12:19 your time? Well, he is on California time right now. He lives in Malibu, so I could see it.
Aaron Rodgers is on fucking fantasy time.
Yeah, he's on mushrooms time, bro. Like time to him doesn't exist. That dude.
What's that?
He's the higher power. Wait. I'm at Deanna. Go on. Sorry.
Go get a Gatorade, need some electrolytes. Hey, after this, I might need one of those like H2O oxygen bars or something. I don't.
Everybody's like, oh, until Shefty or Ian says it, it's not official. I bet money.
Yeah.
Rodgers will do a press conference before Shefty and freaking Ian get the information.
100%,
bro.
No. Aaron Rodgers is going to do a poll LeBron. He's going to poll LeBron.
Will have the inside scoop before Ian and Shefty. I can almost guarantee.
Spotlight on him, yo. I'm with Gunny on that one. It makes no sense for you to keep running through and doing random interviews just to announce some bullshit that you still are never going to end up announcing. I'm not with it.
Man.
Wait, behind.
So, okay, y'all remember how like a lot of the Dolphins fans were talking crap about us having no quarterback, right? Like, and that none of their quarterbacks were worthy of being on our quarterbacks on their team. I'm seeing so many of their fans talking about like, oh man, Miami just signed Mike White as a backup QB who threw for over 400 yards and 3 TDs. Things are getting real in Miami.
Right.
Wow. So now that he's a Dolphin, he's in the league backup. Now he's a stud.
No, dude, that's
Shefty just ran off the screen.
I see. Hold on.
Oh shit, Shefty just ran off the screen.
Brandy's a Packers fan, and she's dropped knowledge a couple of times on my videos. So if she's hearing something as well, I would kind of trust that. They're getting conflicting reports over there. This is a movie. I guarantee you this whole shit gets turned into a documentary.
This is a freaking movie.
Oh my God.
I will literally rejoice. Dom C said still waiting. Cromartie, Just. A lot of people are saying still waiting, which is fine.
So do y'all think this is 100% a Woody Johnson push at this point? Because I can't imagine Joe Douglas sitting here and just being like, yeah, nah, all plans on hold until Aaron Rodgers. Yes, no.
Oh, hands down. Hands down.
It has to be.
Oh, because this is Woody's number one target the whole time.
Joe would never put himself in this predicament, bro, to have his back against the wall and have to go ahead and bend to the will. You know what I'm saying? He would not allow it. This is a high football IQ. He's a GM. He's respected. Not as in nature to go ahead and be held hostage. I think it got down to this point because of freaking Woody. That's the only reason it got to this point, man.
We would have had Carr already.
Yeah,
if this was Joe Douglas's thing, and
we would have signed Carr.
Saleh and Joe, that was Carr, and their backup was Jimmy Garoppolo. That was all two of them's backup. But since Hackett is in here and some of their offensive pieces on the coach's side that brought up, then it became Rodgers. Definitely. Where are you getting all these? I'm just not seeing these comments. Are you seeing more comments than I am, DK, right now? Oh, there they go. Finally.
No.
Okay, here we go. I see it now. I see it now. All right, come on. Someone confirm it, please. Someone do it.
I hope they do this during my lunch break, yo, because I don't need to be breaking computers when I get back to my desk.
Bro, I'm about to go ahead and destroy my work computer right now if we don't get something soon.
Yeah.
I'm over here making sure I save my lunch to now for our show. And
Right.
now I'm just getting agitated that we're not hearing it. Man, but the thing is this, right? We're all pissed off. Then we're gonna start celebrating the moment Aaron Rodgers is a Jet. Like, we'll get over it real quick. As long as
we'll get over it.
He's a Jet.
We just need
Tigo. Look at Tigo. Look what Tigo just said.
Oh yeah, we saw that like 5 minutes ago.
No, it just came just now. 224.
No, it's been
that just came 224.
I'm looking at it right now.
I have 2:24 p.m. That's 2:24 p.m.
Brother, look at talking to Tigo 0. I got 2:21 p.m. on my end. It's happening, I believe. That's when he said it.
No. There's a new comment. He just put it up.
The new comment is Shefty came back and said nothing. That one's 2:24.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you said it's happening, I believe. I thought.
No.
It doesn't matter.
I said the new comment. I just said
this one sucks. Shefty came back and didn't say anything.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It's more frustrating than anything else.
Oh my god. Yeah, there we go. Just like what Tigo said just now. There we go.
He's got nothing. He's not, bro. I don't think Shefty's gonna have anything, bro. I really don't. Yeah. It's
Shefty and Ian. Right?
He's gonna find out when we find out. Shefty will know when we know. He's not gonna be the one leaking this news. Aaron Rodgers won't allow it.
Yeah, agreed.
It wouldn't surprise me if he told Woody, like, "Look, motherfuckers, I'll come over there." But if Ian, or Shepard reports this, it's a wrap for you guys. I will retire. And they were like, "Say less, fam. Say less. We ain't nothing leaking out of one jet."
By the way, Rattini with Brandon Schefter on live TV. He's texting live right now. What does that mean? Who?
That's Twitter.
Is Aaron Rodgers texting? Who are we talking about?
I don't know what's true.
This is the worst.
This is the only time I hate being on.
Everyone is blowing me up. Everyone just continues to blow me up. What's going on? I don't know.
We're in the same boat as everybody else.
As you.
I mean, maybe
Aaron Rodgers
Wingo knows something.
I will turn off on this 95 and go to Southern Cal right now.
Right.
He's offset to get making calls. This is the most. Twitter's gonna crash.
Brandy, 3, 2, 1. I love that, Brandy. That's funny.
I imagine they're adding this to that Jets Twitter little documentary joint they got going
Oh,
on.
dude, hands down. This is good TV. This is good TV.
Episode 1 of One Jets Drive is going to be fire as hell, bro, because then we get to see all the behind-the-scenes aspects of what was going on that we're all anticipating and trying to figure out, man.
Oh, yeah.
They know what they're doing. They got another Academy Award presentation coming our way.
Yo, I want to know.
Wait, Bro. Brandy said Twitter crash in 3, 2, 1. What do you know, Brandy? Did they announce it over there that he's leaving?
Right.
Oh, my God.
Field Yates just reported that Field Yates.
Hey,
yo, can we bring on Tigo?
Yeah. Somebody shooting the link because I'm driving.
I got it. I forwarded it from right now. Man, I only got I'm about to get fired. I'm about to get fired.
Hey, I was willing to risk today.
There's a meme going around video that Amstead just continues to look at his phone with Deanna, and they're just not. They look like they're about to go diarrhea.
To the Panthers, man. There's so many. Not to say we're going to target everybody inside today, but there's
some good shit happening right now. There's some good stuff happening,
and none of it matters if Aaron Rodgers is not. Once I get that news, then I'll care about anything else happening.
Tigo,
what is happening?
Tigo's losing his mind right now.
Hello, guys.
Bro, I don't know, dog.
That before I freaked
Tigo, is your phone blowing up just like ours, like this right now? Is that what's going
Nonstop.
on?
I've got 3 monitors.
Nonstop.
So
Yeah,
I got
3
Twitter
monitors
here.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got Twitter here. I've got
I got my iPad on my left just to make sure.
like
Hey, CIA must be at their house looking like, oh, what are all these setups going on right now? Just
CJ Uzama just fucking tweeted out freaking devil smiley face. Bro, this is fucking
What the
bullshit.
hell is going on?
But
This
I
is
think
fucking
the
bullshit.
I think the news with all like Shefty walking off the set, getting on the phone and doing all that stuff is
Yeah,
Von
with
Bell
that-
just went to the Panthers.
Yeah, but
no
Diana,
one
though,
gives a
did you
fuck
see
about
that
Von
clip
Bell.
with Diana?
Diana
though, too?
running over to him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I said that
saw
Rossini
too.
ran over to him.
Right.
I posted
And
that
they were
in the
probably
chat.
saying, you can't say nothing. Otherwise, you're
why
getting
say
fired. or
My
some
thing
shit.
is
Probably
why
what
would
happened.
Rossini tell
Why?
Adam?
I don't
Why
get
wouldn't
it.
she just break it?
Exactly.
Rossini
Yeah.
and Wingo were the 2 guys that were the guys and
Right,
gals. You
right,
get the
right,
point.
right,
I don't give a
right,
shit.
right.
They're
Right,
the
right.
ones who were breaking it before. She
Right.
was the one who said that the fight was happening. Wingo was the one that said that they had the phone call. Those are the people that are in the know. I don't care about
This-
Shefty or Ian. Like they literally got dumped on by Aaron like less than a week ago.
This month was already going to be weird, though. It's International Women's Month. So I know they were trying to put a lot of like the female reporters and insiders on like
Who's
give
Matt
them the first
Miller?
look at, I
Anybody
guess.
know Matt Miller? You want to know a Matt Miller, ESPN?
Yeah. What about him?
Okay. He just said Jets are cautiously
That was 20 minutes
optimistic.
ago.
Was that 20 minutes ago then?
Yeah.
Is he talking about? Is that the report from last week? Yeah.
No,
that's
it's
the
not the
That's the
report
report
from
from
last week.
20 minutes ago.
I mean, we've been cautiously optimistic since they freaking
Yeah.
went to California
Yeah, right.
just to
right.
visit the man.
Here's the
Gone
thing,
through
though.
two
If this
trimesters
new
of being optimistic.
Oh yeah. But here's the thing though, if this news breaks, right? If it comes
Twitter's
out
gonna
and it's
shut down.
100%, everything's gonna go down.
Dude, Twitter's
You're gonna
shut
hear
down.
Ben
Twitter's-
Jones to the Jets, Jesse Bates to the Jets, Tremaine Edmonds to the Jets, Devontae Adams to the Jets for a 7th round pick in 2027. I'm kidding, but like I was just going the biggest names possible. But
I
you
was
get the gist,
with
like
you in
everything is gonna go.
Yeah, what about
Randall
Jamal?
Cobb to the Jets, Adam
Jamal
Thielen
Williams,
to the Jets,
Lazard,
Jamal
Aaron Jones
Sorry.
requests a trade to the Jets.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hey,
Josh
Sorry,
Allen
that's the
requests
Jets.
a trade to the Jets to back up Aaron Rodgers to try to learn how to not throw interceptions. Everything's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Right now.
hey, what did y'all make of what Sauce Gardner was talking about with the trade package joint?
I think it's Corey Davis.
Yeah, I think it's Corey.
think-
Only reason why he hasn't been moved. Either that or Corey Lawson. Only reason why
Right.
neither one of those
Right.
two were
Right.
mentioned in the restructuring of the contracts.
Yeah.
One of them is included in this package. It's got to
I was thinking Conklin or Uzama, but since we restructured it, I don't think so anymore. So I'm leaning Davis or
At
Lawson.
15, the
Or
thing is that you
more.
have to remember they're at
Or more.
15. They can take Kincaid or Mayer at 15 and have a guy who's much younger than
Yeah.
Conklin or Uzama. So I think that makes a ton of sense for them to go there. But
Oh shit.
oh man, this is insane. But I think Gunny was right. I think it's either going to be a
Corey Davis.
Corey Davis move because they called at the deadline about him last year.
That-
And so like they're interested in that. And then Lawson makes a ton of sense too because they need that. Now the reason I don't think Elijah Moore is a part of the trade,
See,
Gunny,
that's what I was thinking too, though.
No, Elijah Moore?
yeah,
No.
sorry, was it legit? The reason I don't think it's
Yeah.
a part of the trade is because last year when teams called about Elijah Moore, what was the response that we heard every single time? It's going to cost
The
you a
Browns
one.
would be most interested
Yeah,
in
one.
them.
Yeah.
Kept shrugging everybody up.
Yeah.
So it would cost Rodgers plus a pick to get Elijah Moore, according to the Jets' eyes. And I don't know if the Packers are going to send Aaron Rodgers and let's say a 4th for Elijah Moore. And I don't think the trade is going to be straight up Aaron Rodgers for Elijah Moore because the Packers aren't going to put that kind of expectation on Elijah Moore.
I swear, if these players are tweeting about this or doing it, if these players are doing a TikTok with each other right now, then Aaron Rodgers just comes up in the back. I'm gonna.
Dude, Micah Parsons is one of the best follows on Twitter of all time. Micah Parsons is
I heard he
hilarious.
trolls hard. I heard he trolls super hard.
You know, it's so hard because he tweeted at because obviously Sauce tweeted it was the burning of the cheesehead and got it done, and then Micah was like, "Damn man, how you get what you want?"
Brandy, to answer your question, I don't think there's any way in hell Rodgers or more specifically the Packers. I don't think they're getting a first out of us. Not after we've
No.
waited for the
No.
entire birth of a baby for him to make a decision.
Or like or like
I
more
think
like
the
a
better way to
second round pick. Or like
Yeah.
a second round pick for
You
this year.
didn't get a
next year,
first
maybe.
this year. Is the
Yeah.
best.
I think the price tag continues to lower the longer we wait, because at this point they're damn near paying somebody to get Aaron Rodgers to leave.
Again, but I
Nobody
think you
in that
can.
organization wants anybody but Jordan Love to start at this point.
No, 100%. But I think the way that you look at it when it comes to this kind of situation, I think has to be you have to put conditions on the 2024 year for that draft. So I think it's like a third round pick or a second round pick this year. And
Okay, so wait.
Ooh, Jets
Okay,
press.
yes. You see
Yep.
that? The
Yep,
Jets
go.
are still operating as if Aaron Rodgers is going to be their QB.
We have to. What the?
That's
what
just
else
that's just what happened. That's what she said right now. That's what she
On-
said
yeah.
on ESPN right now.
What else is going to happen? Hey, Aaron Rodgers, if you don't sign, we're bringing Jacoby Brissett on board.
Well, I mean, that'll make Gunny happy.
I'd be
Oh.
okay.
That's like my plan D, though. I mean, that's not. And I wouldn't be happy. I'd accept. I would be more accepting.
And we got more breaking news, not kind of Jets related because we need a center. Ethan Pocic, a guy that I was really high on, is going back to the Browns.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Pocic, yeah. My co-host was like, "We lost Connor McGovern to the Bills." I'm like, "Dude, there's two Connor McGoverns.
Wrong-
That's
wrong
not, that's not
McGovern.
ours."
He's
Yeah.
talking about the
It's not
guard.
ours.
He's
Yeah.
talking about the guard guy, though.
Now he's talking about the Cowboys guy.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's just the way that I look at it is it's probably the Brett Favre deal and then a third.
Adam Schefter just left the set of ESPN NFL again, and he's on the phone in the corner right now.
They're all scrambling to try to
Yeah,
get
yeah,
the Rodgers news.
Yeah.
They're all trying to get somebody to confirm it because they
And
know
it's
that
not about-
Wingo.
It's not about Von Bell. Nobody gives a damn.
Man, they don't
about
give a
Von
shit
Bell.
about Von Bell right now.
Hey, no, look, that's a
On a
huge
different
signing.
day. On a different day, though. On a different day, it would be huge.
That's
Maybe.
a huge
Today-
signing for Panthers fans. But when the
Unfortunately
greatest
for them-
thrower of the football is
Football.
available,
Yeah.
This is
No
more.
one has-
This
no one
means
cares.
more.
Von Bell
Yeah.
is minuscule to what today means.
and like don't
Nobody-
get me wrong, I would have loved Von Bell on this football team. And
Oh,
that's a
100%.
sad
For
thing
sure,
to
for sure.
see.
If
but
that
I don't
was
care if we're
tomorrow
getting
or
12.
Wednesday's problem,
If we're
12 is
getting
all I
12,
care about.
I don't care.
And then Sutton went to the Lions from the Bengals too as well.
Yep, that happened
Oh,
earlier today.
Cortland Sutton, they made the
No,
trade.
no, Cam.
Oh, Cam
quarterback.
Sutton.
Sutton.
Oh, I was like, what?
Yeah, no, the Bengals.
didn't-
I said Bengals.
I got
Their
you. I
defensive
got
guy. Yeah. No, not the wide receiver, but they're taking calls though. Broncos taking calls on all three of them: Palmer, Sutton, and Judy. So I got nothing now. I still
Yeah, I
got
got
nothing.
nothing. Yeah, I'm ghost right now.
They're
I
asking
can't.
Shefty off in the corner if he's a Jet yet, and they're still tweeting back and forth. Oh, I love it. See, here's why I know it's happening is because Aaron
All right.
Rodgers said, we're keeping this tight-lipped. We're keeping this quiet. I'm going to tell Wingo because we told Wingo before, and we're going to let ESPN and NFL Network
Sweat.
We're going to let him behind the knees,
I'm not
behind
laugh.
the neck. His shirt's going to have stains, and they're going to text everybody, and none of you are going to say anything. Wingo is going to break it, and when I feel ready, I'll text Diana.
No, that's pretty much what's gonna happen though.
That's
Yeah.
it. And she's going to break it, and that's the part of the deal. Diana, if you ever want any more news about
Yeah.
me or anything else ever again, you're breaking it on Line TV. Not
Yeah.
Adam,
Yeah,
not
not
Ian.
Ian.
You're
Yeah.
going to confirm Wingo's report.
I'm okay with
I'm
it.
over here.
I'm here
I'm over
for
here
it.
looking up. I'm on Trey Wingo's. I'm like, come on, Trey.
I
Come
follow.
on, buddy. We know you got the sauce.
Oh,
I think Rodgers
man.
waited for another trade partner. I don't think anybody else was willing to try to even.
There
risk
wasn't.
The Raiders. The
The
Raiders,
Raiders
in
were
on
the
it.
only, well, and Panthers. Raiders
Yeah.
and Panthers were the only other potential
Yeah.
options.
Yeah.
Panthers were
But
never
Panthers,
in on it.
they
Yeah,
they
yeah,
decided to go
Panthers
with
were in
the
on it.
youth
It was
movement.
Raiders and Jets were the only ones right now.
Either one of them seemed realistic to me. The Panthers were willing to wait on Derek Carr as well.
Exactly.
And from
Exactly.
what I recall, it was the same situation with the Raiders after about a week or two. So it wasn't until basically we set the quarterback market. Once we ended up sitting and basically made the intentions known, it was Aaron Rodgers or bust. That's when everybody else said, all right, so we know Derek Carr is the most realistic option, and then we'll fall down from there.
I think the thing that you got to take into consideration with all of this stuff is that Green Bay came out from the rip and said he's not going to an NFC team. They eliminated 16 teams at that point because they also said he wasn't coming back to the Packers. So they eliminated 16 teams from saying, hey, you guys can't have Aaron because we believe in Jordan Love. We believe that we're in a relatively weak division, and they're crazy because they're not. I think that might be the strongest division in the NFC minus the Bears, like 100% if Kirk stays.
Yeah,
so,
but the Bears are coming though. They have a lot of money. They have a lot of draft. I think they're going to be good in like next year. This is going to be a stepping stone this year. Next year,
4 or 5 wins.
Yeah,
like solid wins.
They'll get better.
That Bears,
but my thing,
I think that's underselling it. That Bears wide receiver room potentially was nasty. DJ Moore.
So Adam Schefter just said there are mounting indications that it is heading that way. Aaron Rodgers to the Jets. However, I cannot confirm it's been done yet. You're not going to be able to confirm, homie. You're going to hear it last. Oh my God.
Where'd you see that at?
Okay. Happens there.
ESPN Twitter. It's on ESPN Twitter, and then Paul also just freaking Boy Green also just retweeted it.
Oh yeah, man. I'm gonna have to find me a little solo office when I get back to work. I'm not gonna be able to function.
This is kind of a deal that matters a little bit. It's not Aaron Rodgers, but Shefty with Hassan Ridgeway is expected to sign a 1-year deal with the Texans.
With us? Oh,
no, with the
okay.
Texans, with the Texans. This is a big deal because we are in the defensive tackle market. We need a DT. And Hassan Ridgeway it would have been a similar signing to what we did with Solomon Thomas last year. You get one of the rotational guys for the San Francisco 49ers. He follows his former head coach to the Texans.
I know we're looking at damn, I can't remember the name off the top of my head. What's the DT from the 49ers that they didn't end up putting a tender on? He's like a third, fourth rotational guy for them. I know they said that we were looking out for him potentially. That's him?
Yeah. Hassan Ridgeway. Okay. That's why, like I said, it's not AR-12 news, but he is important to that defensive line rotation. Mm-hmm. And he's free. He can walk. He's going to the Texans. He followed his head coach there.
Shoot, if Adam and Ian are sweating through their pits right now, I'm with them. Shit.
I mean, realistically, we probably need the news to break in about the next hour if we're going to try to push for any additional moves day one.
But I think this is what's going on, man. I don't think that's necessary because if the players know, which obviously I think the players know, we think the players know. You think the freaking Jets brass aren't telling potential free agents, hey, you want to come play with us in the freaking in Aaron Rodgers with his top 10 defense? They can. They can say that.
No, they can't. Until he's on the Jets roster, they cannot promise a single free agent Aaron Rodgers. Because if, God forbid, anything happens and he doesn't come to the Jets, they can get sued by the Players Association, and it's bad. You can't promise players things and then not live up to those promises. So if you say, hey, come to the Jets, Aaron Rodgers is going to be the quarterback before he's there, that is misleading.
I think it depends on the extent. If we remember when Corey Davis got signed, it was under the headlines that he was going to have Sam Darnold throwing to him, and then we ended up dishing his ass out. So I think it depends on how far it is that they're like insinuating he's definitely going to be our starting quarterback. But
was that true? Because I remember the promise being that you would have a young quarterback, not Sam Darnold.
Nah, they at least in a report I remember, it's been forever and I don't give a shit anymore. But at least in a report that I remember, Corey Davis, I think it was like one of his last or first interviews. I mean, he was saying he understood that Sam Darnold was going to be his quarterback for the future.
No, but I remember the interview that you're talking about. The thing I think he was told by the front office is just talk up Sam Darnold because we hadn't made the decision to move on from him yet because we signed him way early. Remember, like Corey Davis, we signed him on day one of free agency. Right. And I think that when that news broke, they were like, hey, We don't know what we're going to do yet. We're leaning to the draft. We're trying to build up this guy's value just in case. Talk up Sam Darnold. And I think that was more what it was than what it was promised. But they can't promise Aaron Rodgers. But you can do a wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You can go up to a free agent and be like, hey, you see all the reports. Like, this is going to go down. Or you can say, this should go down. Come win a Super Bowl ring. You can't flat out say Aaron Rodgers is a Jet until it happens.
Right.
I got you. I think it's a tough sell either way. I'm still with Tigo on it because regardless of how confident you are in him signing, if I'm looking at it and it's not 100%, the ink isn't on the paper right now, it's not a situation I want to be in. If there's any reason that deal falls through and now you're looking at Zach Wilson, who wasn't good enough to be the practice squad player, like you're crying over your, $40 million contract.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Oh my God.
Wait,
Man, this is
what?
Hold on, what's they talking about?
You got to stop playing. Oh, okay. I thought you had the scoop on it being dropped or something. I'm right now on Trey's Twitter. I don't see anything. I
don't see anything happening. It's a ghost town. Instagram is blowing up, thinking that they got it, but I'm still waiting.
Yeah, if Instagram breaks the news before Twitter.
Brees Hall just tweeted, spoke it into existence for real. I am Sauce Gardner, and he tagged Sauce and Garrett Wilson in this tweet.
Yep.
Come on.
Yeah, but that was
man.
a few minutes ago, though, right? Yeah.
Come on. How does
looking at their phones?
That was a few minutes ago.
Who cares about other players' contracts not named 12? Stop tweeting things that aren't Aaron Rodgers related. No one cares.
Right.
Luckily, my job doesn't get the shit. I wouldn't get fired over it, but I feel that a lot of people in New York.
Oh, shit. What time is it?
Yeah, you gotta go, Gunny. It's 2:47 our time.
Hold on 1 second.
Our time.
Let me send a little freaking message real quick.
Gunny got off.
Dude, they're gonna respond to you back, Gunny. Don't even bother. You're fired. We're letting you go.
Like, we've gotten wind of a certain podcast you're doing.
We're watching you right now, Gunny. We know you're not at lunch anymore.
You sent us the link. You sent us the link.
That makes
you send Tigo a link. You send your work a link. There you go.
Jet Central put a video out on Trey Wayne. I'm not surprised. Jet Central dropped shit in like 2.6 seconds after.
I thought I beat him to it, man. He beat me by 2 minutes.
I thought I was the one on something, and he uploads a thumbnail, a 7-minute video, and all of that after seconds of some news coming out. It's crazy.
You, dude, he's on shift. He's speed dial. Has to be. Because I try to go quick too. I got a video up, a thumbnail, everything out, tweeted. I beat him to Twitter, but I couldn't beat him to YouTube. He beat me by a minute.
Man.
And I was on Matt O'Leary when it broke. Like, I saw the tweet come up. I hopped off Matt. I was like, I gotta go. And I made the video and I posted it, and he beat me to it still.
I don't even try to keep up. I'm not gonna be the guy for breaking news. I got your stats and I got your in-depth analysis. That's where I'm at.
As long as the product's good when you put it out there, got loyal people, it'll all be fine. Spread the love.
Oh no, but it's like a meme on my channel. We have a hashtag on my channel. It's called #BeatIan. So it's all about racing Ian to the scoop. Like to the big scoop, right? Like he he put out a video about Mike White becoming the quarterback going to Miami and like Jimmy G going to Vegas. Like, I don't care. I don't care about either one of those things. Rodgers being a Jet? Oh, I wait. That I care about.
Jets Press just said, waiting for the report that the Jets are signing Randall Cobb, so we know that Aaron Rodgers stuff is true.
Imagine we see the reports.
So
New York Jets have signed Adam Thielen and Randall Cobb. I'd be like, he's a Jet. It happened. There it is. No, but back to back, Adam Schefter just all in the same tweet goes, Randall Cobb Adam Thielen and Jamal Williams are all headed to the Jets.
Okay, I'm reading
I'd
some.
be most likely
Adam
with Jamal
Schefter's
Williams.
talking about it on ESPN right now.
Gunny looks stressed. We all are, yo.
Bro.
This is what I'm reading. What what Boy Green just said.
I was 100% expecting that
Still
news was
nothing.
gonna break when I was asleep in the middle of the night.
Dude, I didn't sleep in bed like
Me
last
too.
night so that I could have my phone on loud because I thought the same thing, just so that I could beat Ian to it.
I took the risk, yo. I was like, if shit breaks at 2, 3 o'clock, then it was just meant to be. I can't be this committed to the game.
Oh,
So as far as we heard last, Schefter saying indications seem like we're close to signing him, and we're still stuck with what Trey Wingo mentioned, right?
there are some parts moving.
Yeah, that's
I'm not
all
sure
that he
what else
said.
there
though.
is, because from what I understood, the contract and the trade package is essentially like, let's say 90% that maybe there's some, contractual language that they both want to agree to. But I figured everything else is in place, and people really just want the yes or no from Aaron Rodgers.
No,
can't see
so
what parts there are.
from watching that thing from Adam Schefter, what I think is happening is that Aaron has finally informed the teams that he wants to be a New York Jet. And now the conversation is about trade compensation.
Right. That's exactly what I'm thinking too. Yeah.
You
I
saw that
highly
report?
disagree. I highly disaagree.
Because I don't think you can.
You never know,
it would-
dude.
it'd
There
be
is
bad
no
business to set
way
up a deal
if you're
beforehand.
the Packers. It'd be horrible business to say, hey, listen, go talk to our quarterback. We want you to go convince him to go ahead and get traded to the Jets.
Why is
If
that
there
bad
wasn't
business?
already conversation, how is it not? If he decided he wanted to stay, by the way, what are they going to do now? Oh, shit, our bad, man. We didn't mean to go ahead and get the Jets to
Yes.
come over there and try to convince you to go ahead and freaking play football. Like,
Dude, they came out. They don't want Rodgers.
Hey,
Yeah,
but
we
hey,
said that. The owner
there's
said that already,
no
Gunny.
way. There's
If
no
you
way.
think about it, though, how many quarterbacks are out there on the trade market at any point in the last 10 years that were available and a team didn't already know or have some kind of agreement what the trade was going
There's
to look
no
like?
way. You guys are insane if you think they
Let
said,
me-
hey, call him. Hey, fly to him. We don't care. We don't know what you're going to give us and whatnot, but go see what you guys can work out. If they didn't already have preliminary groundwork of what it was going to cost to bring him in. Talk about a waste of time if we can go talk to him. Oh, but we can't already agree on between one part of it. Hey, listen, so you're telling me they're going to not only have to convince the Packers what the compensation is going to be in the future, but also do the work of trying to convince Aaron Rodgers to go ahead and be a Jet and fly all the way out there to do so? There's no freaking way there wasn't already a preliminary conversation had that stated, hey, this is what it would take for you to get him. All right, we don't like that, but we're willing to do this, this, and this. Okay, that sounds fair enough. Go talk to him. It's no way, bro. So 0 for 2. 0 for 2, let's fly out there first, talk to Rodgers, spend the money on the jet, let's fuel it up, bring everybody, Woody, the GM, the head coach.
Let me explain why. Let me explain why, Gunny, right? Here's why it makes sense. The Packers came out on early. I'm talking even before the CEO, before any of those guys. He came out early. The Packers did, saying that they were ready to move on from Aaron Rodgers and that they wanted to go to Jordan Love. Then they thought, I'm talking about even before the Combine interview. There was news and nuggets coming out since before the Combine interview.
Nothing
that
confirmed.
They were talking about that they were. Let me get
there.
Was it's a story. Let me get there, right? So if that news is coming out, they're expecting a bunch of teams to come after it. They want the Raiders to come. They want the Jets to come. They want a bunch of guys to come to the. Nobody came except for the Jets. And here's the thing, and here's why I think the trade wasn't in place, Gunny, is because of the fact. Okay, no, nothing. Is because of the fact that they need Aaron gone. They don't care about what they're going to trade or that kind of situation. They know that the trade package isn't going to be great. The conversation, I think, truly that happened between the New York Jets and the Green Bay Packers is the New York Jets called and said, hey, we would like to trade for Aaron Rodgers. The Green Bay Packers said, wait, really? Cool. You need to convince him to want to become a Jet because we can't have him be a Packer and we can't have him retire. You guys need to convince him to be a Jet. And so then the New York Jets was like, all right, cool. Can we talk to him? They said yes, and then it goes out. And Woody is a billionaire. Paying a couple $1,000s to fly across the country, I don't think that matters. And here's why it's bad business. Joe Douglas wouldn't put that out there because the longer that this goes out and the longer that this happens, the more leverage the Jets have. And the Green Bay Packers are already playing from a position of weakness in this whole situation. They've committed verbally multiple times to Jordan Love. They've committed multiple times that they don't want Aaron Rodgers. It's bad business from the New York Jets, and we know one thing 100%. Joe Douglas does not do bad business. He's not stupid. He is smarter than your GM. He is smarter than you. It is smart business to wait until last minute to do the deal because if they would have agreed to the trade, let's say a week ago when they're waiting for Rodgers, it would have been a second-round pick and probably a conditional second that turns into a first next year. Now, we're talking about a third and a fourth because of all of this stuff that's going on. Well, look, we've missed half a full day of free agency. Why would you agree to terms before you have the quarterbacks A-okay? It doesn't make sense. Not in this situation.
That's exactly why I disagree with your argument. Like, why would you waste your efforts and energy to go ahead and pursue a guy when you're going to miss out on Derek Carr, not knowing whether or not, one, you've got the team willing to trade it for what you're willing to give up, and then two, also having to convince the player. You're literally saying that these guys would rather go do double the work, not knowing either or.
It is double the work because now you're having a negotiation on the front end and on the back end.
What's on the back end? It's not going to cost the first round. It was never going to cost the first round pick for Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
So, but that's what I'm saying. Though, what's on the back end? Like, logically speaking, I've been in negotiations for a very long time, and I've never in my life gone into any kind of agreement or deal or argument without knowing there is a need and a want in any situation. The primary reasons people negotiate are both need and want. In order for me to talk to you, hey, listen, I'm interested in your product. What do you need in order for this to be a conversation that could potentially move forward? You're going to tell me, hey, it's going to cost you $20,000 to go ahead and buy this car. Okay, cool. I'm not going to pay you $20,000. However, I feel more comfortable around 10. You're going to tell me, nah, 10 is just too low.
Now you're talking about the back end negotiation because when you go into that situation, what's the negotiation have to be about in the first place? A negotiation never starts about money. It never starts about, I have this amount of money. This is how much money you want. That's the second part of the negotiation. I've been in sales for a long time. I did that before I was in the Navy. I did that after I was in the Navy, right? The negotiation always comes in, what do you need? What do I have? That's where it starts, right? So if I come to you, you're in real estate, and I say, I need a house, right? I need a three-bedroom, two-bathroom house. And you're going to say, okay, in what area do you need it to be in? I'll say this neighborhood or whatever. Fantastic. And then you'll say, how much are you willing to spend? And then I'll say, you know what? This is where I feel comfortable with. But that's not laying the groundwork because you as a salesperson, what are you going to do as the right thing? You're going to find and you're going to say, you know what? Here's a beautiful house. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom. So it's an extra room that you maybe didn't need. It's like $10,000 more above your price point, but it's in the neighborhood that you want. And it's actually in a better area in the neighborhood that you want than what you can get at your price point. That's where the negotiation happens, right?
I'm glad you brought that up. That was beautifully done. That was exactly how it's supposed to be done. But in the front end, what did you just say? Hey, listen, this is what I want. Jets want a quarterback.
Being done in
They're
place.
Producing.
But what you're saying is this: about hey, we'll be willing to trade the guy. We'll talk.
I'm not going to show you houses that are $50,000 outside of your price range. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's in the. I'm like, listen, your price point is here. You're asking, this is $50,000 above where you are looking to be at. I'm not going to do that. It's a waste of my time. It's a waste of my client's time.
Absolutely.
So this is what I'm saying. There's no way there isn't preliminary conversations had about the cost to get Aaron Rodgers. I'm not saying the deal was signed. Obviously, it couldn't be signed. I'm saying that there's no way you fly to go see the house. I'm going to bring you to the freaking neighborhood to see these houses. If we didn't talk about, hey, listen, the price point for these houses are higher than what you were thinking, are you still interested? And then you're going to tell me, I only got approved for this much, but you know what? I'm still willing to pull money out of my 401k or whatever to go see it. You only go see those houses once there's an understanding, there's a basis of what you're willing to spend on that house. Otherwise, I'm wasting my fucking time. You're wasting your fucking time. It's a lose-lose. That's what I'm saying. There is no way you fly out to California to have a whole 11 hours with this man, not already just talking with freaking the Packers and understanding, okay, This is the price point we're freaking right there. Again, they got to finalize some deals, fine. But this is the price point where we're both comfortable at to go see the product, i.e., or the house, or in this case, Aaron Rodgers. Like, there's no way you do the vice versa. Hey, I want to buy a house. Let's go look at a bunch of houses, and then, you know what I'm saying, you tell me which one you want to go ahead and buy, then we'll discuss price points. Because then I find out later on, shit, you know what? I'm only good for $150,000 for an approval. Why do we just look at $500,000 houses? This was a waste of my fucking time. Like, that's where I'm coming from.
But I also think that like a negotiation can also be, you're not getting a first. And then it'd be like, we'd really like a first. You're not getting a first. And then they're like, all right, cool. We'll figure out if we're not getting a first, that's fine. We'll figure out the back end details later. It's the same kind of like, I think a better example is like, imagine someone comes up to you and says, okay, like money's not an option. Like money's not a problem. And then the negotiations are going to happen on a house because you're never going to go at a house at asking price, right? No. You have to take the situation. What's the market doing?
I think that's too loose. That's too loose. If we were going off the basis that we actually have a framework of a deal already done, then we're saying something like
big name off the board. Tremaine Edmonds to the Bears. Sorry to interrupt.
Okay, I'm not too sad about that. But
I am. I really
if we're going based off the framework of a deal, then we're saying in like the loosest terms I can think of, hey, the maximum you would get if all of these little variables are greenlit is a second round pick. That's kind of where I see negotiations starting. Everything in between, maybe that's where things shift up. Okay, Aaron Rodgers finally gave the yes. We can start trying to finalize the trade details. We said a second's going to be off the table. We're on the first day of free agency. Are you throwing in players? Yes or no? We may or may not upgrade a pick. That's the only kind of change I can see going pretty much happening at this point. And I don't even know if the Jets, because a lot of people keep talking about throwing Bakhtiari, throwing Randall Cobb. Randall Cobb will be a nice upgrade over Berrios, but I can't even see the Jets saying 100% unless Aaron Rodgers is just like, nah, this is my guy. Let me take on the additional cap.
You have to remember, Cobb is a free agent. Bakhtiari just got restructured, so he's out of any potential deal. Kind of a situation. Right. And so, like, this is why I don't think the negotiations were done on the front end, is because if it was, like, I don't know.
No, I agree with Tigo. Wow, they got TJ Edwards and Tremaine Edwards. Damn.
You said the Bears scooped up Tremaine?
They got Tremaine Edwards and TJ Edwards from so one from the Eagles and one's from the Bills. Damn.
Wait. Are we talking Tremaine Edmonds, the Bears linebacker, right?
Yes. Well, now was the former Bills linebacker is now the Bears. Yeah. And then they also signed earlier today TJ Edwards.
Exactly. Yes.
The Eagles linebacker that exploded. Their linebacker room is fantastic. They're seriously like, this is solid.
Damn, 50 guaranteed.
What y'all trying to say? We just got Quincy Williams again. What y'all talking about?
Tremaine Edmonds
number one left.
Tremaine Edwards. He's kidding. DK's kidding. I had to look like, bro.
Man. I was about to get off this link, DK. Bro, not today. Any other day, but not today.
DK got me on that one. I looked at you like, what did you just say?
That was beautiful. That was beautiful by you, my good sir. Hey. Oh, damn. No, for that contract that he got, never mind. He's out.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. That's a lot.
18 per?
50 million.
That's a lot.
Yo, the Bears tax is real.
Wait, what's the number?
Tremaine Edmonds is
Tremaine Edmonds contract.
4 years, $72 million. That's 18 per.
But it's 50 of it. 50 of it's guaranteed. That includes a 50 million guaranteed.
I'm trying to remember how the linebackers even did for the Bears last year, because Tremaine Edmonds was a guy that I think he still has a lot of ability for somebody to unlock. But I chatted with a lot of Bills fans, and a lot of them thought he was trash for all the hype that he got coming out of the draft and what he was able to do.
It's front loaded too, so it's expect a $25 to $28 million cap hit in the first year is my expectation.
Damn.
Dude, the Bears are going all in.
Well, I mean,
I was gonna say they
have 90 million.
You have to with that quarterback, you know.
I mean, you got 90
the
million.
NFC is so trash, so it doesn't matter.
And they
And
still
the
got a
real
lot
thing
of
is-
draft
4 years,
capital too.
$72 million.
The real thing too with this whole situation is like the Vikings are getting worse, like
Yeah.
objectively.
Yep.
They're losing
Right.
Thielen, they're losing some of their guys, they're losing some of the edge rushers. Like they can't keep up that kind of team. And as long as they've got Justin Jefferson, they'll always be competitive.
Yeah, but what do you think? What do you think about the Eagles? Do you think that they're losing stuff? Do you think that they're?
They're
I think
100%.
I think they're
Lie.
going down.
But
I think they're losing a lot.
I don't know if they even win 9 games next year.
Everything I'm seeing, I think they're not going to be the same.
Dude, they're losing their whole
I'm
defense.
sorry.
They're losing
They
both
are.
linebackers. They're losing both linebackers, both safeties, 3
You're
guys
right.
on the defensive line.
Yeah,
both
exactly. I
corners,
think they're going
their
down. I think
defensive
they're
coordinator
they're
and their
going down.
offensive coordinator.
I will never bet against a team that has a quarterback and elite weapons on the offensive side. I'm sorry. And the NFC is the NFC. This isn't like they're going through the AFC. Like they've got an elite quarterback in Jalen Hurts. They got AJ Brown.
You're talking about Jalen Hurts.
They've got. Oh, I'm sorry.
Did you say elite in front of Jalen Hurts?
Hold on. DK, you want to bring it back up?
Am I going to have to go take a walk?
Opinions can change. The conversation me and Gunny had was
all right.
the misunderstanding. I thought I was putting him in the same category as Patrick Mahomes. That's not what this is.
Yeah, no.
But-
I said no.
Make sure.
Patrick Mahomes is a tier above elite. Like he's in a different stratosphere in his own. So that Patrick Mahomes doesn't make sense to me when it comes to football. He doesn't make
Totally
sense.
agree.
That
I agree.
Saying
different-
him elite
different
is
status.
disrespectful to Patrick Mahomes.
I went back and seen that highlight of him dropping that bomb like 2 feet off the ground to Tyreek Hill on that he dropped. Like he's different,
bro.
But he is not in
Superman.
the same stratosphere as Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert. He is in that
who?
tier below.
I think
Hurts.
he's drifting.
He is not Herbert.
I
He
will
is
say.
not
I will
Burrow.
say. No.
He is not
I will take.
Allen.
I think
Those
I would
are
take
elite
Hurts
guys.
over Herbert. I would. I think Joe Burrow to me is somebody that I would take. Patrick Mahomes that I would take.
Yeah, I'll take those two.
I mean,
You're taking Herbert. I'm taking Josh Allen.
I
Those
don't
guys
think I
are-
would take Josh Allen.
I don't
Yep,
think
nah,
I
that's
would too, for now.
crazy.
No.
That's your Jets bias.
No,
That's your Jets
no,
bias.
it's not. How?
Yep.
Look at the
That's
back
your
end of
Jets
the
bias,
season
isn't
of what that dude did. He
Look at
literally
their
threw
offensive
interceptions,
coordinator.
got rattled. See, but now you're making excuses, right? So
But-
first of all,
but
it's
is
either
it
he's an
an-
elite
is it an
quarterback or
excuse
he's
or is it-
not. It's either he's an elite quarterback or he's not.
No. There are franchise carrying quarterbacks, and then there are quarterbacks that need to be surrounded by the correct things. Joe Burrow, if he didn't go to the Bengals, I don't know if he's Joe Burrow. Justin Herbert,
you're
if he doesn't go to the
crazy.
Chargers, I don't know if he's
You don't
Justin
think
Herbert.
Joe Burrow?
No.
Joe
Joe
Burrow has
Burrow
done
is
with
surrounded by
no
3 number
offensive
1
line.
but surrounded with 3 number 1 wide receivers and a top 5 running back in the NFL.
Here
Not
you
having
go.
an offensive line.
Joe Mixon is
How
not a top 5
many
running back in the
quarterbacks
NFL.
is doing what he's
What?
doing while he's getting blew up 58 times?
Bro,
How
Joe Burrow
many
is
quarterbacks
built
are
different.
throwing it to Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, and
I'll
have
put it this way.
Joe
I'll put it
Mixon?
this way for you. I'll put it this way for you because the weapons. It's cool. It's a logical argument. Fine. Not many quarterbacks ever have had a wide receiver room that deep. But how many quarterbacks have been able to say, "Fuck the protection in front of me. I'm gonna go out and get points."
I'll
and
still
get
make
up
plays.
Absolutely.
Very
okay,
few.
You know how? Go look at how quickly he gets the ball out of his hands. Go look
That's a
at those
benefit
times.
Of
That's
high
not
IQ and an elite release. That's
well
on him.
Yes, that is a benefit of also of your wide receiver before the ball is even hiked is open. Before the ball is in your hands, your wide receiver is open. He's got to step on every single corner not named Sauce Gardner in the league.
So then you would take Justin Herbert over Joe Burrow?
No, I didn't say that.
But you just put them in the same category, though.
I agree. I think the tier, but I just said it before you guys started freaking out at me. I also said it. Do you know 100% that Justin Herbert is Justin Herbert if he doesn't go to the Chargers? No.
I think
don't
his
know
leg
that.
up was that he got Jamar Chase to come with him too. He got the chemistry, plus bonus points. But I think
And they already had T. Higgins
on
and
any
Joe
other
Mixon.
team, he's finding success.
Not
Who,
that
Joe
level
Burrow?
of success.
Tyler Boyd to go back to it was a very iffy prospect. He had a great season. He had a not so great season. And and then Joe Burrow comes and we see him turn into a legitimate. Some people say he could be a top number 2, and he's playing mostly slot snaps for him.
Yeah. But here's the thing. I think people are looking at Joe Burrow's rookie season through rose-colored glasses. He missed what, like 4 games? 3 games? He didn't miss that very many games. It doesn't matter, though. Like, let's finish, right? He did 3 or 4 games. They still only won 4 or 5 times. If you're saying that he is so good that it doesn't matter that he's getting lit up, that's the argument that you guys just made to me, that it didn't matter that he's getting lit up. He's an elite quarterback. He's still throwing the ball. Is the addition of why do you have to add Jamar Chase then? Why didn't they take Penei Sewell?
Because you need a number 1 wide receiver in this league. It's a passing league.
T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd.
You think they're number 1s.
No. But that's more wide receiver depth than most places. Tyler Boyd and T. Higgins? Dude, there are teams in the NFL that would have killed for that. The New York Jets 2 years ago would have killed for that. We're lucky we got Elijah Moore and Garrett Wilson.
Here's why I think that argument's a little bit weaker, because they went out and tried to invest first and third round picks into their offensive line, which still turned out to be much to nothing. And you see that the production with his wide receivers is still superseding him getting hit 50 plus times. And that's not even including the playoffs, where he's getting hit an additional 24 times. And he's taking his team to Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I don't know
any
other quarterbacks that are doing that.
I think Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow are.
I'm not putting Joe Burrow in that. I'm not putting Joe Burrow.
No. I'm not saying he's with a Patrick Mahomes, but if you're giving me the list of number 1 down, Patrick Mahomes is obviously the number 1 quarterback in football. Yep. I think Joe Burrow is number 2.
And then it's a massive gap.
A massive gap, huge gap.
Massive
but I think
gap. And
Joe Burrow
tied for 2 is Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert.
I'll disagree. I will agree to disagree. I think Joe Burrow is better than Josh Allen. I think Joe Burrow
on the chart. You put Justin Herbert on the Bengals. I think that Super Bowl run still happens. You put Josh Allen on the Bengals. I think that Super Bowl run still happens. I think those quarterbacks. And here's the big kicker, right? You saw what happened to Josh Allen after Dable left. Dable's that dude. Dable got Danny Dimes $40 million. Let that sink in. Dable is the next Andy Reid. That's what we're looking at. He's the next Andy Reid.
I think that's a bit
truthfully.
But I do think that it over there is crazy. I think that's
though. Going back to the original argument.
Even after the season Patrick Mahomes put up, he won the Super Bowl his second season. I think it would have been too early to say he's the next Tom Brady at that point. Give me another season or 2, and then we can talk.
I don't think it was 50 touchdowns in your pseudo rookie year. That's not done by rookies, man. The way that he was playing, that's not done by rookies. No one does that.
There's plenty of cases of guys going off and having ridiculous games and or seasons, and then they fall off a damn cliff the very next.
50 touchdowns, though? Name one example of a guy who went that big, that huge, led his team to a Super Bowl, and it doesn't even have to be, but name a situation where a guy in his first year or his second year goes that hard and then falls off a cliff. Because I can't think of one. I wasn't ready to anoint Patrick Mahomes the GOAT then, but I was ready to say, ooh, we might be watching the baby GOAT for real here.
That I can go. Yeah, I'll go.
You know what I mean? I wasn't ready to anoint him, but I was ready to say, hey, maybe. But back to what I was saying, I don't think Hurts is in that conversation with those 3 guys, with the Herberts, the Burrows, and the Josh Allen. I think he's a really, really good quarterback.
Herbert's missing something to me. Herbert has one of the best natural throwing abilities of any quarterback that's been drafted recently.
Missing coaching.
But he's missing something.
Coaching.
It has to go beyond coaching to a certain point, though, because you get your ass smacked by the Jacksonville Jaguars, and granted, Trevor Lawrence was on an upswing, but
let me give you some examples of why it's 100% coaching, right? And yes, he is, babe. Look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this year and then last year, right?
Don't do my boy Bulls like that.
Hey. We all know what Bulls is, right? He was handed a Super Bowl winning roster and couldn't get 10 wins. What did he get? 8, 9?
Hey, Tom Brady had a lot of bullshit going on.
It was 8. It was 8 wins. It was
Tom
disgusting.
Brady had some bullshit going on. Bruce Arians went on record to say as well it would have been a tough job for anybody.
Yeah, of course, because he's defending his boy. Absolutely not. When you've got Chris Godwin, all those things, all those defensive pieces, you can't muster 9? You can't muster 9 after winning the Super Bowl with the GOAT under center.
My man lost his wife and kids, yo. He's crying. he's broken on the field.
Yeah, so was the rest of the team.
Not to mention he was like
broken.
55, so 55 years old playing quarterback.
I'm just saying. There's a great example, but you want to know another example? Look at the Jags. You brought it up, but look how quickly Doug Peterson comes in and look at that turnaround for the Jags. The Jags are about to win the AFC South this year.
Bro, you and I could have went into Jacksonville and did a better coaching job than freaking what was left behind with fucking. Bro, that's so atrocious, dog. Like you and I could have went in there, freaking Tigo, and we would have got 8 wins, bro. We would have got 8 wins on the season.
Gunny, if you run that defense, I could have run the offense.
I'll just run your special teams.
What transition the Eagles went from? Because I can't remember the coaches. Chip Kelly to who?
Dan Peterson? No, not Dan Peterson.
Doug, yeah, then they go Chip Kelly to Doug.
I thought it was Doug Marrone. Was it Doug Marrone?
Yeah, maybe it was him.
Hold on.
Yeah. Because that's when we were looking for our head coach again, and we ended up losing out on him to him, right?
I want to say
that's when.
I'm sorry, it was Doug Peterson. It was Doug Peterson.
It was Doug Peterson.
What?
So it was Chip Kelly to Doug Peterson, and then it's now Nick Sirianni.
Okay, well, it's pretty big leap. I don't know. The Eagles example is pretty far out there because it. What was the report they said? Oh boy, did he's kicking the kicker during practice? He's
again. Was better than what's his name, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and say that, but Doug Peterson turned that team like with a $20 million Kirk with no wide receiver weapons, trading away running backs when they needed running backs, no tight ends. Reviving the career of Evan Ingram that he got franchise tagged. They couldn't come to an agreement, so they had to franchise tag Evan Ingram. Let that sink in. Like, coaching matters a ton. Yeah. I still believe that if we would have gotten Mike McDaniel instead of Matt LaFleur or Mike LaFleur, Zach Wilson would have been the dude. I believe that wholeheartedly in my soul because Mike was the better. Mike McDaniel, not Mike LaFleur, was the better option. You know what I'm saying?
Wait. I'm curious. Are you one of the ones that think that Zach Wilson's career can still be revived?
I am not willing to give up on that level of talent, athleticism, and raw ability.
Boy Green just said that Adam Schefter just went off screen again. Yeah. 9 seconds ago.
Oh, my God.
Please break the news.
Oh, come on. Do it.
Right now, I'm about to be on like a 2-3 hour lunch because I'm not coming back.
Yo, bro. Yeah, I just pushed back to 3:30, but
poisoning. That's the
3:30 is. I got to jump off, so I got like 14 minutes. Hopefully, this thing can go ahead and bump off.
I don't know, man. You might need to go run to the bathroom. You might have that food poisoning from that soup you ate. Just saying, I can vouch.
Oh man.
What's that gonna do? You're in another state.
They don't know that.
They have no idea.
They have no idea who I am. They have no idea who I am, what I'm doing. None of it. And there's reasonable. When did you get out of the Marine Corps?
About 2.5 years ago.
But there it is. There is plausible deniability that we were in the military at the same time, and I was Greenside. I was a corpsman. I was Greenside. We could have been.
That's facts.
We could have been. That's plausible deniability.
They can't prove otherwise.
Yeah. If we say it's classified, who are they to ask us and challenge us on that? Come on.
They cannot. That's the answer. They cannot.
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody said Bowles. Jesus. He's like, what's happening right now? Yeah, Bowles is pretty shitty. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey, some people are just made to be coordinators, man. And Bowles definitely fits that mold.
I was really hoping.
This is an interesting tidbit. According to Pro Football Talk, right? This is NBC, and this is by Mike Florio, right? It's not official yet.
We're McCarty, yo.
Hey, I'm not saying that he's the great, but
Right.
what he's hearing is that it's official, and that what's happening as of right now is that Aaron Rodgers is currently involved in recruiting players to the Jets.
Okay. First off, not his job. If that's the case.
Hey, how about you just sign your damn contract, Aaron, and let us know you're a Jet? Then you can worry about everything else.
Right.
Yo, Tom was out here making phone calls, unretiring tight ends, doing
That is true. That is true.
Right.
Jordy
Peyton
Nelson inbound, baby.
Right.
Peyton went to Denver and was like, "Yo, come," and he was recruiting. Dude, you put on your recruiting hat right now, okay? No one likes that job, right? Especially like they try to get me to do that, to be a recruiter.
How much does he necessarily need to recruit? We've been talking about how lethal this offense can be for quite some time now, with a lot of those pieces intact. I can't see that being the case.
Well, like we still need a wide receiver, right? So like you're gonna have to go recruit Randall Cobb, because Randall Cobb's not just gonna come, right? You're gonna have to.
Keep in mind that Randall Cobb's not out here just returning punts and all that like that either, though.
He's not even where he used to be.
I'll take Randall Cobb. That's not to say I don't want him. I'm just saying we're talking about like some easy replacements like Braxton Berrios, who I think
100%.
Corey Davis is a guy you highly consider keeping if these price tags get crazy again. He's not a bad wide receiver. He's just not durable.
Yes, agreed.
If you can put him down,
What, wide receiver 3?
no, if you can tell me that he is bumped down to wide receiver 4 on the depth chart, Corey Davis, I feel a lot more comfortable with it. Because here's my thing: is I don't want the reps. This is one of the reasons where the give me a sec.
Well, now you're talking about like a Bengals wide receiver room.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Give me a sec.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you get Lazard too, you got to put him in there. So Wilson, Lazard.
Alan Lazard isn't a huge upgrade over Corey Davis to me. He's a younger guy
coming in with
that's a huge upgrade. If you can get him at the same contract that Corey is at with the durability, and he's just as good of a blocker, that's a massive upgrade. If you're telling me 17 games of Alan Lazard, because he doesn't miss time. Alan Lazard doesn't miss too much time.
That's not an upgrade to me. If they both play 17 games, Corey Davis,
Corey Davis smokes him all day. Yeah.
Corey Davis almost averaging 22 yards per catch. What was it, over like the first 5 or 6 weeks?
Yeah. Vice the 13 yards Alan Lazard does. I mean, but like 100% agreed. But
remember like Denzel Mims last year? Like we were arguing about wide receiver 5. Like that's what we're talking about. We're talking about the back end of our, because I don't think he's wide receiver 1 or 2 or even 3 at this point.
Davis, we're talking about him being potentially our wide receiver 2 or the third person to come off as the boundary wide receiver for us.
Nah, wide receiver 2 is Elijah Moore.
Shefty isn't even
Elijah.
Shefty isn't even
Elijah Moore. Elijah Moore by default right now is our main slot guy.
No, I don't think so.
Who
I think he's wide receiver 2 outside. He's wide receiver 2 outside.
I hope Nathaniel Hackett is not that. I hope he's not that dumb.
Nathaniel, dude, Elijah Moore was. We were ready, and not me. I wanted the wide receiver 10, but Elijah Moore had us waiting for George Pickens in the second. Now, I'm not trying to dog on George Pickens. That's not what this is supposed to be. George Pickens is one hell of a wide receiver. But Elijah Moore, we were so confident in Elijah Moore and what he was able to do playing primarily outside in year 1 that we were willing to forego the wide receiver. A lot of Jets fans were, and I wasn't. I wanted Drake London. But a lot of people were like, hey, you know what?
What?
Happy because Aaron Rodgers to the Jets a done deal? I believe that shit. I'd believe that.
I hope so. But like what I'm saying is his best year as a New York Jet was not as a New York Jet was his rookie year where he played primarily outside. And don't get it twisted. Two things can be true. Elijah Moore worked outside. He was constantly open. Mike LaFleur screwed him by using him as a decoy, and Zach Wilson couldn't hit him. It wasn't that he failed playing outside. He was successful on the outside.
Right.
It's that Zach Wilson, Mike White couldn't hit him, and Mike LaFleur's play calling primarily used him as a distraction to get Garrett Wilson open?
You're always. I only come from the standpoint of history says, going back to his college production, he could be an elite slot wide receiver. He's done very well for himself on the boundary, which is also true, as you mentioned. But he's still, as we've seen, his route tree is always going to be somewhat limited. Can he get open and find the spaces? Yes. But if he goes out there and gets matched up with certain cornerbacks and stuff that can keep up with him foot speed wise and mirror him and do different things like that, we've seen he's not going to be able to go deep and just take the top off of the back half of the secondary and different things like that. So year one is probably the ceiling of what we're looking at, in my opinion, with Elijah Moore, which was still great. 600 something yards damn near over, 5-6 week period. I think that's where he scored, 4 of his 6 touchdowns. Like, it looks really, really good on paper. Does he keep that up over a full 17 games? I'd say probably likely more so not than that he does. But in the slot role, I think he balls the fuck out.
Wait, are we talking about Elijah Moore?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Here's the thing, right? Nathaniel Hackett doesn't utilize slot players. So that's the thing. He doesn't run 3 wide receiver sets very often, if ever, right? Historically, he's a 2 wide receiver guy. So now what you're saying is Elijah Moore is wide receiver 2. And I think his quickness, we all got to go back to that Ole Miss, the 3-cone drill. Dude, that was elite. I don't think there's a corner in the NFL that can keep up with his quickness and his change of direction ability. If he can develop that aspect of his game, which we saw last year him do, I think he can be an absolutely fantastic outside receiver. Now, I'm not saying I don't want to see him on the edge or inside in the slot. I absolutely do. I think that he could do a lot of really good things inside. But that doesn't change that I think he can also work on the outside. And I think right now he's primarily our number 2 wide receiver outside unless we get a massive upgrade.
If you guys remember, like, watching the All-22 film last year, like, Elijah Moore got open at will on the outside.
Yeah.
Like, it was actually disgusting, bro. Like, at will.
Yeah.
He's also the fastest wide receiver we have on this roster at a 4.35 speed.
Yes.
Garrett Wilson's not too far behind him at 4.38. But I look at Elijah Moore as a guy who can do it all. I think in the slot it would be beneficial because he can get open in the phone booth. But every time I look at this dude, man, I can't help but think about Steve Smith. I cannot help but think about Steve Smith. And I think Elijah Moore has the ability on the outside to go ahead and do Steve Smith-like things. And that was a Pro Bowl caliber wide receiver on the outside. So, man, I agree with both aspects. I do think that in the slot, though, he would be an all-pro. I think he could be an all-pro in the slot. But I think he could be a Pro Bowl outside wide receiver given the opportunity.
Tigo, who's number 29 on Green Bay?
Rasul.
Okay, he just tweeted
a black and white picture.
Ago. Yeah, that black and white. Yeah, I don't remember who his name. But yeah, he just tweeted a picture. Evidently, Schefter's going to have an update here in a few minutes because he's on the phone with reps from both teams right now.
Yeah, he's been hard tweeting the everything, like trying to keep Aaron and all of that stuff.
What did he say in his tweet?
No, it was just a black and white picture of him and Aaron.
Yeah,
they're really good. Friends.
Like R.I.P. Man, he's gone type of black and white.
I mean, it looks like
rest in peace to the team. The team,
he's fading away.
Yeah, they're looking into each other's eyes very lovingly, and it's like a final goodbye.
Wait, what's this guy's name?
It's RD32_era.
Yeah. That's his first name is Demarius or something like that.
Think he's a safety?
That looks like a goodbye tweet to me.
He's a safety, yes.
Looks like a goodbye tweet to me.
It looks like a goodbye tweet.
In news that doesn't matter to anybody, Marshawn Lattimore restructured his contract.
No, who cares?
Oh, for the Saints?
But nice.
Yeah.
Good call
that
for them.
sense. Yeah.
Good call for them, though. But who cares right now?
Jesus, my Aaron Rodgers video has 1,000 views.
Kill him.
This video might break the channel. I think it's hilarious that my best working video ever is still is still my Denzel Mims video.
Shit.
You see
There's
the green beat, the boy green tweet? Is
Yeah,
that, oh shit.
ready
Yep.
for takeoff. Oh my god, don't
Gunny,
do
go
this.
look at it.
Wait, what?
Go
What's
look
happening?
at it.
Oh man, Gunny, you crying?
What did he do?
Gunny.
Oh my god! What does he
Gunny,
know?
don't
What does
you
he
cry.
know?
You're right. What is
Don't
no
you
no,
cry.
he's watching it. I bet
He's
you
just watching
Paul's
TV.
Just watching it.
I wish I had TV, man.
See, yeah, I don't have ESPN anymore, so I gotta like
I don't have ESPN. I don't have TV. I don't have anything.
yeah, I don't have like the streaming service like YouTube TV anymore. So like
Yeah, me neither.
I can't watch. I have NFL app. That's pretty much it, and the ESPN Plus, but that's it.
But that's not on ESPN Plus, is it?
No, it's just ESPN Plus. They're their own thing. You got to have a provider to go into ESPN if you want to do ESPN Plus, which is stupid. But it's okay. Oh my god, are they gonna?
Oh,
this is gonna fuck me up.
This is like the thing of like the thing is that it's finally happening.
Yeah.
Is we have been
Begging.
fighting and struggling,
Yeah.
powering through absolute mediocre, below
Oh yeah.
average,
Oh yeah.
wasting talent
Oh
for
yeah.
years. We wasted Darrelle Revis. We wasted Mangold. We
Yeah.
wasted LaDainian
DeBrickashaw Ferguson. We wasted all of them.
wasted Brick.
All
We
of it.
wasted Cromartie and his 13 kids. Like we
The
wasted these
six
guys'
different baby
careers.
mamas.
It's 13 kids with 16 different baby mamas. But like we wasted these guys' careers.
Last Dance. What's Last Dance?
And now we're at a position where no, we're not doing it anymore. We've got these young studs.
We better. Do you want a year or 2 or 3 out of them? What do you want?
Give me
want
3.
See that's exactly. That's
Give me
what
3.
I want. I want 3. 3 and that's it. 3 and that's it. I'm good with
Yep.
that. I'm good with
3
that.
and get out.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Here's why, right? I am still a believer in Zach Wilson. I'll put that out there. But
Okay.
I would like
No.
to have a I would like
get
to have
that.
a clean break. I would like to be able to say the next 3 years, it's Aaron Rodgers and Zach Wilson as a duo. Hey, Zach, thank you for being here and being the backup. Enjoy your 3 Super Bowl rings because we just did something that no team has ever done before and run 3 back-to-back Super Bowls.
Yeah.
And then, you know what? That's awesome. Like, Zach, go to San Francisco. They wanted you originally. They still haven't found the quarterback situation there.
Uh-huh.
Go have some success in the NFC. The New York Jets are going to trade up from 32. We're going to trade 4 first-round picks, 3 second-round picks, and 2/3. We're going to go up to number 1. Let's finally bring a Manning back to New York. Let's get him in green. Let's get Arch Manning. Bring him here, and then we run it back with him, and then it's 5 more Super Bowls back to back.
Damn.
I like where your
Let's
head's
just
at,
do it.
Kigo.
I
I love
like-
where your head's at.
I like it, but
No, but in reality, I would just like for it to be a clean break. I like Zach, and I really do believe that he has an ability to play at a really, really high level.
he's got
I just
talent.
don't know. Yeah, absolutely. I just
got
don't know if this city and if this team and if this fan base can accept him again. And I think other teams will.
It's just like, I know people hate me bringing this up, but look at Geno Smith. It took him a long time, but he's back up to some good quarterbacks. And I'm happy that he's getting paid and getting success with.
I got my Geno jersey right there.
Yeah, I have a jersey of him too. I'm happy for him. But Zach Wilson, I don't think it's going to be the same here.
Y'all
I don't
see
think
Jimmy's contract?
Dude,
That's
yeah.
actually a team-friendly contract, bro.
Yeah,
That's
it's
nice.
3 year, right? Gunny,
Yeah,
3 years.
it's 3 years,
Yeah.
72.75 million, but
Hey,
only
you know
33 of it is guaranteed at signing. And his cap hits are 16 million in 23, 28 and 24, and 28 and 25. That's actually very team friendly.
It's a good move. Josh McDaniels and him have history with the Patriots. I think that's a good move for both parties.
What happened?
Jimmy Garoppolo's contract.
Oh, it confirms him there for 2 years, 100%.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised to see them trade up to 3 to go get Anthony Richardson.
I can see that.
If the draft goes the way that I think it's going to go, 1-2, which is Stroud Levis.
Bates to the Falcons. Whoa.
No.
Wait, actually?
Ian Rappaport source Bates to the Falcons. Ah, damn. Damn.
We were never in the.
I know, but
I
I
mean,
want him.
not realistically,
Yeah,
but I would have liked to have had the conversation, though.
Amen. Yeah, exactly.
All right, boys, I gotta jump off, man. God damn it.
I don't know where DK is at.
He said his phone died. His phone
This is
died
his
for us to
stream.
hold up.
This is his stream, so
He's going to the Falcons, DK.
he's
He's going to the Falcons.
Ian Rappaport just did it.
Ian is winning the free agency release this year.
He's not going to
For
win
sure.
the freaking Aaron Rodgers.
Uh-uh.
That's all on Trey, baby. That's Trey Wingo's spot.
Oh yeah.
Trey Wingo just went from like 25, 30 to 2.
2.5 million subscribers. Every
Holy
Jets fan is
crap.
on Trey.
It's a 4-year deal
Oh,
worth 160 million.
fourth highest
Hell
paid
no.
in NFL history. Wow. I mean,
Wait, for Jesse Bates?
Jesse Bates.
Yeah.
Jesse
I got
Bates
64 million. 4 years, 64 mil.
per year. They said Ian said 16.005 per year though.
Yeah.
Who are you looking at?
Tom Pelissero. 4 years,
Tom
64
got it
million.
right. I read Ian's wrong. Yeah. You're
Okay,
right.
cool.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what?
Wait, what?
That's unheard of.
That's what I.
So
That's
that's
why I
really.
freaked
I
out.
mean, yeah, that's a lot though.
16 for Jesse Bates.
That's a lot, man.
Wow, I wasn't
Yeah.
not for 16.
No.
Alex.
Dude, I saw
Anzalone.
Alex because there's
Alex
another.
Anzalone.
I thought I said Quan Alexander for a second.
Anzalone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's getting 23 million in year one.
In year one.
Right.
That's steep, bro. That's a lot.
I mean, Falcons did say they wanted to make a splash on defense. This was it.
Shit. All right, boys. I gotta jump off.
All right.
Fuck, man.
See you,
All right,
guys.
guys. Later.
Oh, it's fun, Gunny. Have a good one.
Always a pleasure, boys.
Might as well just stay on.
I might have to get off in a little bit to go take care of the kid, but I'm good to go.
DK, wherever you're at.
Oh
Tune in.
man, what a day.
What a Monday.
Okay, let me ask you this, right? Because we haven't
Stop,
talked about
stop.
this.
We haven't talked really much about much. What's up?
About anything about at all. So let me ask
What's
you
up?
this.
What's up?
Wait, oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Twitter? Something?
No, I haven't seen. There's nothing. Unless you've seen something I didn't see. Boy Green.
No, I got a different. No, sorry. It was Buffalo just DMing me. What do you think this trade looks like? If you're
Me?
Joe Douglas, what do you think? If let's say it's a done deal, I think it's a done deal.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you think the trade looks like?
Well, I used to think in the beginning it was going to be like a first, and now I think it was going to be a second. Now, since we're close to like the actual free agent period now, I was thinking 2 2s and like a couple players. Now I'm thinking a third, fourth following year, and then I would say 1 or 2 players. Because they're gonna
Who's
get
the
a player
players?
back. They're gonna get a player back, you know. I was thinking Conklin or one of the tight ends. Definitely Corey or Lawson. That's who I was thinking.
I think the trade is a second this year.
Mhm.
I think they want the second.
Yeah.
A second this year,
Right.
a fourth next year, and Corey Davis. That
So
to me,
second, third, and
No.
then Corey Davis. No, second this
Second.
year,
fourth,
fourth. Okay.
second this year, fourth next year,
Mhm.
and Corey Davis.
I would even be okay with 2 2s and Corey Davis.
I'm not giving you 2 2s and Corey Davis. You're getting a second, a fourth, and Corey Davis. Now, if you don't want a player, I'll dust off, just like DK said, I'll dust off the Brett Favre deal, and
Yeah.
that fourth can be a 1, the same conditions. that we did with the Brett Favre deal, run it back. But that for me, that works.
He was only here for a year. He was only here for a year, which stunk. But
remember, he was here for a year, and those conditions were tied to. Remember that the trade happened after the draft.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it was different.
So yeah, it was different. So the way that I look at it, is it's going to be like that. There was a point in time where I thought maybe they would have wanted like Max Mitchell or Bryce Huff in the trade, and I would have been cool with that too. Sending one of those guys the other way, because they do because there was a lot of talks about like Corey Davis and Carl Lawson being a part of the trade.
Yeah.
And I was like, that makes a ton of sense. But if I look at the Green Bay Packers and what they would want, I think I think it would work out better for them to get the young guys, because like you come and you get Max Mitchell, he's going to be signed for another 2 years. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And you might have your right tackle of the future. You trade for Bryce Huff, you might have an edge rusher of the future. Or if you get Carl Lawson, he's on a relatively big deal for 1 year. If you get Corey Davis, he's on a really team-friendly deal, but for 1 year. I would take the guys that you have more depth on, or like more time with, that are younger and have the upside, than saying the guys that are there. And DK, you can't do the poison pills anymore. They have been outlawed by the NFL.
That's why I was kind of surprised with Huff's deal, you got to match it, right?
No. I'm saying he's been tendered.
That's what I mean. Like,
yeah. So a team can steal him,
right?
If they want.
Yeah. Yes.
But they have to pay you a second.
Okay, that's what I was missing. I knew the other things, but I was missing that last part.
They have to pay you a second. Yeah.
For me, as I keep going across with this Rodgers thing, because we all are just frustrated and annoyed about it, I think overall, what's going to look like, I wouldn't even be surprised if they even threw in an offensive lineman or someone else on the defense. I wouldn't even be surprised, because I know we keep saying Corey Lawson, maybe an O-line, Huff. I totally agree with you about Huff, but I wouldn't even be surprised if there was a surprise player involved, and even with a less draft pick. Because
in that scenario, I would want to pick back. I would want, like, if you're getting 2 players, I want a 4th back. So it's Aaron and a 4th, a 2nd this year, a 4th next year, and then 2 players. I want a 4th or a 3rd back in that scenario, because I don't want to give you the players that we also need. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like,
yeah,
because like okay, if you send Max Mitchell and Bryce Huff, right? Well, now a position of need, which was offensive tackle, becomes an even bigger position of need, because we lost our backup. Wait, Paul Boy? Nope, never mind. I thought. Okay, never mind.
You hear this?
Best way that we can say it right now, because until it's done, it's not done, and we have to hear from him that yes, he does want to be traded to the New York Jets, which we have not publicly heard yet. There's a lot of grumblings, a lot of speculation. I get it, but once he does agree to that, assuming he does agree to that, then obviously the Jets have to go over his rework contract. They'll want to restructure Aaron Rodgers' contract. They'll have to agree to compensation with the Green Bay Packers. They'll have to bring along any players that Aaron Rodgers might want to take with him to New York. That's something that's on the table. So there are a whole host of things. It's not like all of a sudden Aaron Rodgers says, yes, I want to play for you, and boom, that's it. It's done. As of about an hour ago, the Jets hadn't gotten official word, at least so they said, from Aaron Rodgers. And I think everybody's very sensitive to what he thinks and what he's doing, and they want to make sure that this comes out the way that he wants it to come out, because honestly, he's so enigmatic, and you just don't know what he's going to do ever until it's finally done.
Okay, this is the way I see it. I actually agreed with you, Tigo. I was just being quiet about it because y'all kept going back and forth. And I'm like, I ain't interrupting.
Fighting with Gunny is hard.
Oh, well, yeah, yeah.
I love that, dude.
Oh yeah, fighting with anybody in Jets content to make sure that they're right is always going to be hard, but it's fun. It's fun. It's always good banter, right?
Oh yeah.
but for me, that meeting was a get to know you meeting. They wanted to know where things stand. What does Rodgers want? What do they want? That's why they brought everybody.
It makes a ton of sense.
Yeah, and also like dude, the Jets would not go to see Rodgers if the Packers didn't like say, "Hey, yes, that's okay." They gave them permission, and he'd come back, and we knew it was going to take more time coming back. And then that Marshall thing, leaked. Like it's just you spent your whole career 18 years with Green Bay. It's not all going to be done. It's not all going to be done in like one hurrah. It's annoying and it is frustrating, but I for me, I wanted it to be done by today or by last Friday, or I can even see us doing it Wednesday or the following day. But like he spent 18 years with the Packers. That's all. I mean, we all thought he was going to go to the Broncos, right? With Hackett.
I didn't.
I thought a little, not too much, because it's Rodgers. He's always going to change his mind, right? So I definitely think that this is a stronger opportunity and strong everything else, because this is going to get complicated because Rodgers wants that full package. He wants players. He wants players to come with them. He wants to be comfortable. He loves Hackett. He loves Zach Wilson. If he can develop him too, that'd be great.
That'd be great.
We'll see. But he spent like a whole camp with them. They were doing drills with each other and a whole. I mean, they all know each other. And he's been talking about the Jets, how much he likes what we're doing anyway. It takes time. I know everyone's sick and tired of it. I know everyone is like, no, we want him now. We got to get it done now. And I get that, but continue to be patient.
Yeah. The way that I look at it and the way that I see is I think I agree with you totally. I don't see how you can have all of this conversation and fly out and to do all of this stuff if it's not more like what's the word I'm looking for? Like,
what do you mean?
You don't do all of that. You have to do all that stuff before you get to the trade talks.
Yeah.
What's the point of engaging
get to know
with
each other,
Green Bay if Aaron doesn't want to
Yeah.
be a Jet? What's the point of having all of those talks, right? He has an essential no trade clause because he can just retire.
Exactly.
The conversation with Aaron supersedes the conversation with anybody else.
Right.
That has to be the move.
Patrick Peterson went to the Steelers.
Yep. I was texting a bunch of my buddies about it that are Steelers fans. They are not happy.
I wouldn't be either. He hasn't done
This is what is he? 93 years old? 94 years old?
He's in his 30s though.
Yeah.
No, but I agree with everything you're saying. It takes time with this stuff. Yes, it is very frustrating, and I know we're done. I know me and you are done. Like we're done with this. We just want to sign him already, right?
Just give me my 12 jersey.
Yeah, dude, exactly. Same. I will go back to MetLife. I wasn't, but I might have to now.
Like,
do you live near MetLife?
No, I'm in Florida.
Oh, nice. I'm in St. Louis. Yeah, nothing yet. I'm even looking up their PFF. Congratulations, by the way, on baby number 2 coming.
No, not yet. Right? We're still way out for that. She's like 2 months pregnant, but we do have baby number 2 on the way.
Yeah. I'm saying congratulations.
There was somebody else. Yeah. Somebody else tweeted, like, "Oh, you're having the baby now." I was like,
No. What I'm saying is congratulations on baby number 2 coming, not now, but like congratulations, you have number 2. And then your number 1's cute.
Yeah, he was on the stream earlier.
DK's jumping back on. There we go.
He said he was trying to get back on.
Yeah.
I will be right back. I'm gonna get some water.
Yeah, go for it. All right, what's going on, everyone? We are almost an hour 2. It's 1:42 left. Lots of stuff going on. Trying to keep everybody updated. I know, but keep bearing with us. You guys have been great. We appreciate you. Got Tigo with me right now. You got DK coming back. Gunny had to leave, which is all good. But yeah, 18 people. I have no control of the comments. I can't click on any comments. I can see them though. Let's see. Who's Barney with the Barney? Okay, so talk about I don't know who Barney is. Oh, Barney Miller. Okay.
Barney
Hope
Miller's
this is
great.
real. I'm just going through comments. I can't click on them because I don't. This is not my stream, but going through all of them. Appreciate Brandy, Barney, Dalvin, Dark Soldier, Matthias,
Wild Wave.
Val,
Dude.
Jason. Okay. Hunter, appreciate you. Wild Wave. Batigo, how's your day going? I saw your stream last night. It's good stuff.
The day has been torturous.
Right.
Like,
And I haven't even had my breakfast or dinner yet. I don't eat breakfast, so I usually go lunch and dinner. Oh, what chef do you do? Ah, stupid Patrick Peterson. Who cares about that?
for real, no one cares.
But we gotta get you on my pod sometime.
Anytime, dude.
Yeah, let me know. Let me know when you want me on. I'll let you know when I want on. I
You're
love
always,
collabing.
whenever you want to hop on. If I'm live, I'm always cool with like. You just send the words like, "Hey, have me on." I'll send you the link in like 2 seconds.
Oh, cool. Appreciate that.
It's not like
I'm
the
everywhere.
30 minutes of the Friday show.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
That's it.
We're both everywhere. We always got all kinds of jet stuff coming. I always got stuff going on. I know you always got stuff going on.
Oh yeah.
I know you're a stay-at-home dad. I sell sports memorabilia on the side, and I do this. I do 9 to 15 shows more a week. I'm on the NR Hour. Let's Talk Sports. Trying to get a certain legend on my pod eventually. I'll tell you behind doors, but always got to get in the works with everything. Waiting on this code to come through, taking as long as Rodgers is. You think we get CGJ? Wild Wave, CGJ. Who's that?
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson?
Oh, there you go. That makes sense.
No,
I don't think we are. We got after Clark, we got Parks, Tony Adams. I don't think we're going to resign Joyner back. I know we still got Ashton Davis. I just want to know what's going to happen to Whitehead. I do think Whitehead's going to stay, though. I would give him one more chance, just like Lakin. But we'll see.
Here's the thing. You can't get out from under Lakin. That's impossible.
Yeah, I agree with that. And then,
but you can get out from under
Whitehead.
From under Whitehead.
Yeah, but I like I said, I liked Whitehead when he was with Dean and Buccaneers those days.
Mm-hmm.
Like those were great. I just think Whitehead needs another year. I think he needs a strong guy next to him, and then we'll see what happens. And then
I think the thing with Whitehead, the thing that you do with Whitehead is now you've got a pretty solid safety room, right? You've got Chuck Clark who can play free safety.
Oh, baller.
You've got Whitehead who can play strong safety. Sorry, baby climbing on things. You've got a lot of things that you can do with Whitehead on the team, but also like if you're in the second round and let's say Jamie Robinson is there and you're in love with him as your free safety, or let's say Brian Branch starts falling and now he's there in the top of the second for whatever reason, like that makes a ton of sense because you can get a massive improvement for really, really cheap. What happens if in the late rounds you find a a guy like Ronnie Hickman
Yeah.
out of Oklahoma, and let's say,
So about safeties, right?
yeah, safeties,
Yeah.
and like you look at it and you go, dang, Ronnie Hickman can actually probably play single high, and we could play Chuck Clark in the. So if anything's going to happen with
Great
Whitehead,
deal.
I don't think it's going to happen until after the draft
Yeah, I agree.
or at camp. Because
And-
like what
yeah.
happens if Tony Adams shows that he's a legit free safety? And I believe he is.
Oh, I love the University of Illinois. I've gone to a few games. I live in Missouri, so sometimes I travel for that. And I love Tony Adams. I was happy when he came to the Jets. I love everything about him because he's a dog. He goes in. He even said, "I'm gonna steal someone's job." What'd he do? He came back and stole someone's job.
Legitimately,
I love
he's
it.
the reason we don't have. I already forgot his name. We were all high on him.
Yeah, Pinnock.
Yeah,
Pinnock.
Jason Pinnock.
Yeah.
You know.
And then Cager, Cager is interesting too. Hi, I'm Gino. Nice to meet you.
That is the wifey. She says hi. Taking the baby.
Oh yeah, definitely.
No, but it's one of those things where like. Just took my snack.
Ouch.
But yeah, no, I think you got to look at it. I don't think we're gonna value safety that highly when you can get really productive safeties for really, really cheap, and especially when you look at the whole. You know what hasn't changed? We still have the two best corners in the NFL.
Yeah.
That hasn't changed.
And we have a very good third one too. Carter's going to be good. I love Carter.
I keep disrespecting Carter without meaning it. You're absolutely right.
I love Carter.
We've got the best cornerback trio in the NFL, and it's not close. It's not.
I even love Eccles. I like Eccles.
I do too. Over Hall.
Yeah, I love Hall. No disrespect to Hall, but I like Eccles right there as my fourth. But here, this is what Rich Eisen is saying right now. Oh, come on.
Gino's a man after my own heart.
Nah, it won't load. It won't load.
I was gonna say, are we waiting for audio?
Yeah, no, it just won't load. It was only a screenshot. But evidently, Eisen's sick and tired of it. He's just done. He's done. That's okay. Where you at, DK?
Yo, I'm back in my office. My phone died right when I pulled back into the parking lot at work.
There you go. Took a nice little stroll.
Yep. So I'm just working and waiting on Rodgers.
I know. Okay, so the Cowboys have contacted Bobby Wagner. Yeah, I could see that.
It's crazy. They're about to get Bobby Wagner. They're going to get Jamal Adams.
You really
think Jamal Adams is going there?
You think Jamal Adams is going to go to Cowboys?
Jamal Adams is going to get cut.
Well, that's fair. Jamal Adams wanted to go to the Cowboys originally before, anyways.
Well, isn't he from?
He grew up in the area.
All right, Rich Cimini. Oh, this is nothing. God, Rich, don't do that to me, man.
Oh, what was it? I was thinking about something earlier. Run it back. We were saying before that we were talking about the whole package. Oh, not package still. Aaron Rodgers on his recruiting trail.
Aaron Rodgers recruiting?
Yeah.
I wanted to wait till you got here to talk about it.
Are we thinking inside, outside of the organization? I'm trying to remember who all he's played with that would be legit options.
Well, I think it's going to be Lazard and Cobb and Jamal. I think it's those three.
I don't know if Lazard is going to come. Lazard might want to come, and I don't think the Jets are going to be willing to pay him what he wants. Remember that this is Lazard's first contract.
Yeah.
Like big contract. And in the open market, the Giants might pay Lazard $16 to $18 million
to replace Galladay. That contract,
I'm not paying that for Lazard. I'll keep Corey Davis.
I agree.
And let's say Corey Davis is part of the trade. You know who's not going to cost that much money? You said it, Randall Cobb, and I think the other one that he's going to recruit, his good buddy from Minnesota, Adam Thielen.
See that? I was just about to say that next, and the guy in the comment here it said too. I was thinking Thielen because Thielen has said many times he wants to play. But here's the thing that I worry about Adam Thielen. When he's healthy, he's good. He's a great route runner, ball skills. He's got that speed on the outside, but can he stay on the field? What do you think about that?
but he was wide receiver 2.
Yeah,
Yeah, to
Minnesota.
Justin, yeah.
he's
And
easily
before
going to be
Justin
3 or
too,
4
wasn't
for
he
us.
wide receiver 2 as well?
He was wide
because
receiver
Diggs,
2
Diggs
because of
was
Diggs.
1. Yeah.
Then he was wide receiver 1. Then they took Jefferson. Then he went back to wide receiver 2. We're not going to ask him to do that here. He's going to be wide receiver 4 here.
Yeah.
Cobb is going to be
Facts.
wide receiver 5 here. You know what I mean? So you telling me you can get those guys on like relatively league min deals, lower deals, makes a ton of sense. You know?
That hopefully is the Aaron Rodgers effect. We're going to get some guys that are willing to forego a couple million in order to come in and feel like they'll get a Super Bowl.
The other guy that I look at
Treat him
is
like we did Quan.
exactly. That's a great example. You're hurt all the time. That's fine. You're going to play 30% of the snaps.
Even if he does get something that's it seems visually, let's say somebody throws out 5-6 million, I'm sure it's going to be an incentive heavy deal. That's the way that Joe Douglas has always ended up structuring those contracts for some of these guys that we're buying low and trying to sell high on. So I'm not worried about it necessarily. But to his point, yeah, it's going to almost be like, I want to say Eric Decker. Granted, he's not going to be our wide receiver 2, but he's going to come in and be a veteran that provides a much higher floor for what the wide receiver unit has done, as opposed to us having not Corey Davis, but us having Braxton Berrios and a guy like Jeff Smith coming in and trying to eat up those snaps.
Exactly. And I think
I wouldn't even mind having so I like Calvin Jackson a lot, and even Smith. I like him, but I want them as like a back end or practice squad. But I wouldn't mind even giving those 2 a shot again.
Yeah, no, and again, but those guys aren't getting claimed on the practice squad. You can keep them there. Remember, Thielen and Cobb are 1-year deals.
Oh yeah. Hands down.
Let's just get Aaron comfortable with the idea of throwing to some receivers that he's familiar with in Thielen and Cobb. But once he realizes that we've got Garrett and we've got E and these guys are dogs, and I think Denzel Mims is going to have an explosion when you have an actual quarterback throwing the ball to you. Like, those are the types of conversations that you got to look at. And then other players that I think he can recruit. Corey Linsley is still very, very possibly a cut target. He might want to come be Aaron Rodgers' center again. Ben Jones from the Titans is familiar with some of the people in the organization, and is a veteran center. I love Ben Jones. Don't sleep on a running back. Jamal Williams makes a ton of sense. His market value is like $4 million is what the expectation of his contract is going to be. You're telling me that we can have Jamal Williams, Michael Carter, Breece Hall, and Bam Knight all under $8 million, under $7 million? That's less money than just Saquon's making.
Yes, sir.
I'm over here like even though it sounds great, but like I still like Knight and Carter as my number 2. Even if Breece Hall comes back, I know he's like well on the way coming back with his knee injury, but just in case something happens, that's where I'm like, okay, I wouldn't mind picking up Williams because of that injury as well.
I have been in love with the backfield that the Cleveland Browns have built for a long time. It's proven that you can have 2 number 1 style running backs on the roster find success as long as there's not an ego trip there. Obviously, if you can go out and produce, a 1,600-yard season on your own, it's going to be more favorable for your contract. But in that same token, we've been trying to railroad running backs for years now. So how much more are you really getting? And the benefits of you not having to go out there and put 350 touches up a season, and you split that between, you still have 1,000-yard season. You still, Nick Chubb's is doing double-digit touchdowns, 1,200-yard seasons religiously at this point. So
and he's splitting carries with Kareem Hunt.
Exactly.
True.
And Kareem Hunt is getting a good chunk of those. It's easily like a 60-30, 60-40 split for them. And that's before they had guys like Deion Johnson leaving. So it's doable. And I think the running back room is set up, especially when you still have a guy like Michael Carter, who is the vocal leader in that room. He has no ego in him whatsoever. He's been spoken about pretty highly. I want to say it was Robert Saleh that even mentioned. It might have been Elijah Moore, actually. But either way, during one of the Jets Drives videos, they were dropping people saying, he's the leader of the team, not just the running back room.
Damn, 2 things. One, Dean The cornerback is back with the Bucks. And did you guys see Devontae Adams' Instagram?
Nah.
Yeah, he said, if we haven't talked in the last 3 weeks, don't hit me back about this shit. Thanks.
Ooh.
That has some fighting words,
Spicy.
man. Something's wrong.
Spicy.
Because he's mad.
Oh,
Jimmy
boy.
G's his quarterback. He's gonna try to leave Vegas. He went to Vegas to be with Carr, and
Yeah.
they hunted him
Exactly.
to the moon. And
Exactly.
like Josh McDaniels ain't the guy.
Exactly.
He's
Thank
not
you.
the guy.
My uncle thinks McDaniels is a saint, and I'm like, no, he's
He's an
not
idiot.
built to be a head coach. He's built to
Yeah.
be an offensive
You
coordinator.
looked at
as
Jarrett
it.
Stidham and said, yes. That's all I
That's
needed to know.
That's it.
Stidham left.
Right. He's the backup for the
left.
Broncos now.
He chose instead of staying in a place where he could possibly start because we all know Jimmy's going to get hurt again. He left to go to Denver.
Exactly.
Sadness everywhere. That goes to show you, like, the Patriots, the system that they built internally is an absolute monster, but some guys just can't grow outside of that structure. It's nobody wants that kind of coaching lifestyle right off the bat.
And also, I saw this too. Buccaneers expected to go after Baker. I think the Buccaneers are going to end up either having Jacoby or Baker, and I could see Baker going back to either the Rams, but as a backup, or he's going to go somewhere in the West Coast.
As long as Jacoby doesn't go, I'm good. I know Ryan Titans GM said they don't plan on moving Tannehill, but I still think that we would press for that if push comes to shove. I'm honestly willing to look at Jameis Winston heavily enough. At least I don't know if I mind the boom or bust kind of situation that'll come with him as much.
Man, what if Rodgers is literally at Florham Park, and then Namath just pulls up in a 12 jersey here?
I don't even, man, the whole unretiring of jersey numbers thing is mad irritating to me to begin with. I wish we just get rid of that whole.
Wait, which part? No, I like retiring jerseys, but not unretiring jerseys.
They can, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You might as well just not even claim that you can unretire a jersey if you're just gonna, at the drop of a dime.
Yeah,
it's not at the drop of a dime. It's the player whose jersey was retired offered it.
No. In this case,
no. It's different if Aaron said, "I want 12 unretire it." That's not what happened. Yeah. Namath said that if Aaron comes, he would let Aaron wear 12. I give the Jets permission to unretire my number, but only for Aaron.
No. I get that part. Yeah, but still, just in general, the whole idea of being able to unretire the number just it defeats the whole purpose.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
It's his number, though.
I get that.
Whatever he wants.
It's not Namath's number. If the team wanted to, Namath didn't have to give approval at all. They've done this quite a few times over the years.
They've never unretired a number.
What?
The Jets unretired a number?
No, not the Jets. I'm just talking teams across the NFL. As a practice, you don't need the player's approval to unretire a number.
No, of course not. Because the Steelers retire jerseys for anybody who happens to be relatively good on their team for a long time.
Right? Exactly. Right.
Like, I'm sorry. Like, they're probably going to end up retiring Big Ben's number and then bringing it back in a couple of years. Right? Exactly. Like, Big Ben shouldn't have his number retired.
I agree. Thank you.
Probably shouldn't. Right? He wasn't all great Steeler, but he shouldn't have Namath gave us our one and only Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. When the leagues combined, he won it.
Yeah.
When we shouldn't have been in that game. And so that's a different situation. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you this. Is Ben Roethlisberger a Hall of Famer?
Yes, easily.
Oh, yeah.
Easily. Maybe not.
It's a short list of quarterbacks that haven't won Super Bowls that are in the Hall of Fame. So,
Matthew Stafford, resume. Is he a Hall of Famer?
Once you get a Super Bowl, I think it puts you in the conversation. First ballot, I don't think so, but at some point he's going to get in there.
He might sneak in one bad year, like where the class isn't that great.
Yeah.
But if he gets a second one, if Stafford can get a second ring, which isn't out of the realm of possibility, he's only 35,
Right.
right?
Right.
What happens
Right.
if he sticks it out with the Rams and then pulls a like at 40, let's run it back with a team that's ready to go win now, right? The second ring is what matters. That's what solidifies your legacy. Like a great example of, was Peyton Manning a Hall of Fame quarterback? 100%. Was Peyton Manning a Hall of Fame quarterback before the second ring? Yeah, of course. The second ring solidified it.
That's kind of the entry point.
Was Eli Manning a Hall of Fame quarterback? No, he wasn't. But he got 2 rings. He's going in first ballot. And that's what matters.
I agree with that.
Was Eli Manning any bit better than I just blanked out on his name. Chargers quarterback for so long. Phillip Rivers. Was he any better than Phillip Rivers? No. I don't think so. I think they were pretty equal. But what changed? What does Phillip not have that Eli does? Super Bowl rings. So Phillip might not go to the Hall, and Eli will because of the 2 rings. That's just the way that it goes. The rings matter.
Facts.
Oh yeah. That always has.
It's a tough sell. I would like to say that's not the end all be all. And going back to a player that Gunny mentioned, a guy like God damn it, why is the name escaping me right now? Steve Smith. A guy like him never won a ring, but he's one of the coldest playoff caliber wide receivers in the NFL ever. And the man doesn't have a ring, and so a lot of people are gonna go out there and be like, Steve who? In which case he should run and smack him in the mouth real quick, but still.
Exactly. It's there's a lot of that stuff where you look at it and you go just because like here's a great example. Darrelle Revis. Hall of Fame player? I thought so. All right, bye.
Yeah,
Darrelle
I didn't know
Revis,
what happened.
Hall of Fame player. The ring solidified it. He had to leave. He had to go to get it. Now he's a Hall of Famer for sure, right? And that's what you see.
Unfortunately, but yeah.
That's like he had to go win his ring.
Niners should trade for Stafford. That's the one liability for another. That doesn't make sense to me.
Stafford can't be traded. It's a $76 million dead cap hit. Stafford gets moved next year. In my opinion.
I mean, he was always going to be. I actually thought so. Mike White went to the Dolphins ultimately. I did think it was going to either be between them and the Lions, though, because that was going to be one of his 2 best opportunities to go in. And I thought he was going to be tied to the hip of the floor. But as you mentioned, Tigo, I do think McDaniels is a better coordinator in general. So it makes sense. Better playing opportunity potentially. And for the long term, I don't know. Tua's good, maybe great, but that man breaks like every 7 plays.
I think his best opportunity was Miami or the Rams. You either follow Mike LaFleur, a guy you like that liked you, to LA, or you go home to Miami to a place where you're going to start.
Rings are more important for quarterbacks and other positions because people look at them like baseball pitchers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, you live and die by the quarterback, right? They're going to get all the kudos or they're going to get all the flack.
Yep.
If Joe Burrow was to have a lackluster season with that wide receiver core, he'd be getting eaten alive.
Absolutely. If Joe Burrow doesn't win a ring, he probably doesn't go into the Hall. Let's say Joe Burrow keeps this up. Let's say he's plateaued. And this is a really high ceiling, right? And this is where he's at. And he stays here for the rest of his career. And he plays Sam Darnold to the 49ers.
What?
Yeah, Adam Schefter, 7 seconds.
Get out.
Go to San Fran.
Who is?
Sam Darnold to the 49ers.
Are you fucking shitting me right now?
That's crazy.
He's going to start. He's going to compete with Trey. He's going to have a chance to start. I love it. I love it so much.
Well, they said Brock Purdy's surgery went well, so he's going to be able to throw after 3 months. He should be back in time for their offseason.
I love you, We Plane. Thank you. Sam. I love it.
Oh my
Look at
God.
that.
This is awesome.
Hey, my man keeps finding a way. I find that more hilarious.
Dude, you know
than
what's going to be
anything.
hilarious? You know what's going to be hilarious? It's going to be San Francisco with Sam Darnold leading the way and the New York Jets in the Super Bowl
Cut
this
it out.
offseason because Kyle Shanahan is a quarterback whisperer.
No lies were found, but still, cut it out.
Dude,
Do you know the kind of brimstone and hellfire you're speaking right now that the New York Jets fan base will deliver if they see Sam Darnold in a Super Bowl?
What's going to be, you weren't here for this, DK, but what's going to be worse, right? The New York Jets beat the San Francisco 49ers by a Sam Darnold-led team in the Super Bowl, or 3 or 4 years from now when the San Francisco 49ers are back in the Super Bowl with Zach Wilson as their quarterback, and we're back in the Super Bowl with Arch Manning. We're going to have fire, hell, and brimstone no matter what. We ruined two guys who have absolutely NFL potential.
3.
Adam Gase ruined Sam. I
Yeah.
think Sam had it in him to be an NFL guy. And he's going to Kyle.
Yeah, okay.
Well, we ruined Gino, Sam, and we're possibly
Gino ruined
Zach.
himself. Gino
ruined himself. Gino ruined himself. We did nothing to ruin Gino.
Gino got himself punched in the
Yeah,
jaw.
but still.
You are the leader of the team. You can't be getting caught up in fistfights over a plane ticket or whatever it was to a charity event.
It was like 10 grand. Dude, you make 10 grand just for farting. Oh, dang. Jets news, we have cut offensive lineman Drew Samia.
That's no biggie. He's been around for us for like 2 or 3 seasons, and I haven't seen much from him, so I'm not too surprised.
Whatever.
Drew Samia was a guard that we've had signed for like 2 or 3 years.
Ever, dude. Sam Darnold to the freaking 49ers. He's going
Gino
home.
2.0.
Oh, is he from San Francisco?
He's from Cali.
Yeah, USC.
Oh, yeah, that's
right.
He's a SoCal guy. I don't know if it's San Fran, but he is a SoCal guy.
Barney said we ruined Sanchez as well.
Sanchez. I don't think we ruined Sanchez. We gave Sanchez everything to succeed. He couldn't hack it. The moment we asked Sanchez to take a step up, we're not going to be able to surround you with all of these weapons because like we need you to be the guy now. He failed.
I'm going to say it's 50-50 because there was nobody on that coaching staff that could have really developed him. We just hope that the weapons brought something out of him and we just, discovered a gem on our own.
No, because remember, didn't we trade up for Sanchez?
Yeah. So we traded up and then we brought in Plaxico. We bring in goddamn, I was gonna say Santana Moss. We bring in Santonio Holmes.
Right.
We still have Dustin Keller at the time.
And then we had Edwards, Cotry.
Yeah, we have the line, Woody, and all of the, all of our guys there. But the coaching staff, Ryan didn't even want to look at the offense. And then what we're talking about. Who were we talking about at the time? Schottenheimer, I think.
Offensive coordinator, right? Schottenheimer, yeah.
So it was like, who was really going to help that man out?
I can't believe that we just, even with LT and Green at the backfield,
couldn't get it done.
Oh, gosh.
All right, boys. I got to call it. Baby's freaking out. I'm going to go help mama. Thanks for having me on.
I feel your pain, my man. Appreciate you joining the show.
Hey, T, go.
Have a good one, guys.
Yes, sir.
Go Jets.
Go Jets.
That was a nice, pleasant surprise.
Not just me and you.
Yo, I can this is funny. I'm trying to work my hardest right now in the background and I can't focus.
I can't focus. I can't do nothing.
I
can't. I'm literally on my butt just trying to scroll. Now listen, I'm not a Sam Darnold fan. I've never been a Sam Darnold fan. I didn't want nothing to do with this man. But yes, I do think he is going to do pretty good. No, not pretty good. I think he's going to do very good with the San Francisco 49ers because Shanahan is a quarterback whisperer. I agree with Tigo on that.
That man's
not only that. Gino, I'm going to defend Gino forever because I love Geno Smith. So
Gino was my guy.
I love Gino. Gino's I've met Geno Smith. Great interaction too with that because he had his 2 wide receivers with the Rams at a time. He went to a game. So I met him. I love the guy. Wishing him the best of luck. It just wasn't going to work out here. Sanchez, I agree. Sanchez, we gave him a lot. It's unfortunate. He had the talent and we gave him to him, but he just couldn't do it at the end.
His
And that's
career has
okay.
always been really weird to me, though. That one of the better playoff quarterbacks for some reason, but yeah, there's just like a lot of inconsistencies. It was tough.
Yeah.
Where'd you
That's
get that
so
Cleveland show
funny.
hoodie? We Plane. Let me find out what the name of the site was again. I think it was called like melanin.net or something. Melaninfull.net, I want to say is what it was. Our people will hook you up. I want to say that's the website, but if I get it wrong, I'll find it and shoot it over to you. Sanchez had everything. Yeah. No, he easily had one of the best rosters since the current one we're looking at.
Right.
We lost Cotchery and Edwards. Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we had him. Yeah, that's why I said Holmes, Cotchery, Edwards, and then we had
Braylon Edwards, monster to me at the time.
Definitely, hands down. And then didn't we have Anua was the other one. Anua was the third guy.
Yeah, but I don't think Quincy came until
Marshall and Decker years.
Yeah. Tigo's amazing. Round of applause for Tigo. Yeah. I haven't got a chance to chop it up with Tigo much at all. So it was cool having him like surprise pop up on the stream. Rex tore down the offense for the defense. That's what he's
dude. Uzama keeps posting stuff. Just because I didn't publicly posted anything throughout this time doesn't mean it wasn't in the works and I didn't have something cooking. He's got Devil guy. He's got he's already predicting Super Bowl, and he's got the Avengers ready to roll like they're steaming ahead.
This guy here.
Dude, stop doing this to me, CJ. Come on, dude.
He was in London recently for like the girls' flag football joint or whatever. Yeah. So not to say he wouldn't have been tapped in, but I don't know what connection looks like over there.
Yeah. That's what I mean, Barney. Marshall and Decker and Quincy Anua. Those three. Let's see. Oh my goodness. This is
Tigo, Marshall and Decker was after. Yeah.
What's up, Dark? Good to see you,
Soldier back in the room.
I got a pod tonight. Got Dom C on the show. I might have a few other surprises.
That name sounds familiar. That's the dude that's doing the project prospecting.
Green Bean. Yeah, I got him on the show tonight. I might have a few other surprises.
He's like an analyst or something.
He does all kinds of stuff with them.
Is he a fan or is he somebody actually in like NFL circles?
I don't think so. I really don't think so because I think he just does Green Bean stuff. But I know his track record though.
Oh, okay.
Here I'm gonna.
Honestly, Uzama should stay quiet until this is 100% fit. I mean, if we're gonna throw shade at Uzama, we got to throw shade at everybody because Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson, Sauce has been going off.
So he's hosting the Project Prospect podcast. He's an NFL draft analyst and lead writer for Green Bean Jets Fan YouTube and his website. And he's a co-host of a 10 o'clock mock on Green Bean's channel. So I think he just does stuff with Green Bean.
I got you. So he probably came up with them during was it Green Bean that created Jets Nation? Is that what I'm remembering correct?
No, I think that
I don't know if that's his website or
it's not his website. I just think Green Bean works for him. Now I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm understanding.
I got you.
Because Tyson from Let's Talk Jets Radio was started with Jets Nation as well. So
yeah, I tried to pop in there recently. I fell off like the last month or two. But does Zach become QB2 or do we get another vet in the room?
No, I think we're gonna get someone else, but it's not gonna be. I think Zach Wilson is gonna be a 2 or 3. But we are gonna get someone else.
Ideally, we like to keep 3 quarterbacks. So as long as the price tag doesn't get crazy, you try your very best to push Zach Wilson to QB3 so he never has to see the field unless many things go wrong. So I would still even say you get you an Aaron Rodgers, you still look at a guy like Jacoby and see if you can bring him in or a Gardner Minshew, either one of those guys.
Well, you got to remember, Jacoby played with. Didn't Jacoby have a stint with the Packers?
I
Right?
don't remember. I can't remember him being in green and yellow.
I remember it, but maybe I could be wrong. I'm gonna look it up again, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, I would be all for that if that happens. Did Jacoby do that?
I think if we do get another guy, I would prefer somebody like Gardner Minshew if the contract is easy enough, because at least give him maybe a 3-year deal, and it gives you at least some kind of automatic quarterback challenge. Minshew.
Who? Oh, you want Minshew? Okay. What about Baker or well, not Baker. I don't want nothing to do with Baker. Honestly, I'm gonna be straight up. I don't want nothing to do with a lot of these quarterbacks. Honestly, it was
not
either
a good
Lamar
list this year.
It was either Lamar, Carr, and Rodgers, maybe Jimmy G, but the rest of them, nah. I know Gunny's high on Jacoby, but I don't know, man. It's tough.
It was going to be a steep drop off for anybody. I think with guys like Jacoby and Gardner, though, Jacoby gives you a very high floor. You're not going to see exciting play. We're not dropping, 60-yard bombs all game. But we're not going to have a 15 interception season either with a guy like Jacoby. And then as far as Gardner Minshew, right. I don't know what you get. I can't even say he's been the most consistent quarterback, but I think he was very underrated with Jacksonville. I still can't get over the fact he's only 26. When I was thinking about him when we first started talking about this, early in the offseason, I swore he was 33 or something.
Who?
Minshew. It's the mustache. It just felt like he was in the league forever. It's crazy. Facts. I'm only gonna get through one of these cases. They definitely calling me in the office tomorrow. Sir, what happened between hours of 12 and 4:30? You didn't know? Aaron Rodgers watch party. What's wrong with you? It's the most important thing in life right now is determining if we got our guy, and you want to talk about work.
You want to talk about practice?
Yeah.
You want to talk about practice? Yeah, dude, I don't know. We'll find out something tonight.
I swear, I'm so over it. If we don't hear anything by the time I get off work.
Yeah. Hey, Trey Wingo. If Trey Wingo was right, hats off to you. I'm going to go to you a lot now. But if you're wrong and he just decides to retire, Jets Nation is going to burn Twitter and burn everything to the ground, and I don't blame him. So
Facts.
I do not blame him. This has got to be the most messed up drama since. Can you remember the most messed up drama that we've ever had to deal as a Jets Nation? I can only think of Revis.
Let me think.
What do you Revis or maybe Favre at the moment? Or no, Fitzpatrick. That was a lot.
That one wasn't too crazy for me.
I'm thinking of everything. I'm not.
I would probably say. That's a good question.
Yeah. I'm thinking of Revis, Favre, Fitzpatrick.
No, I'd probably say Muhammad Wilkerson.
That's a good one too.
He was. We thought he was just gonna, help us lock down an elite defense for a long time, and then he gave us shit after his contract.
Leonard Williams, that's another one, but Leonard, he got traded eventually. But
yeah, I was gonna say I felt like he was on his way out. It seemed like we really wanted Muhammad Wilkerson, which I think a lot of we were tripping as a fan base. He was a 3-4 defensive end. Why do we think he was supposed to give us 12 plus sacks a season?
That was my next one, Barney. Good looking out, Barney. Jamal Adams was a lot of drama. I think Marcus May was a lot of drama for me. I know not for a lot of people, but
the foot sniffing. You remember Rex Ryan's drama with somebody leaking that he's into the feet?
Yeah.
I forgot how all of that happened, but I remember it. And I was
do you remember Rex Ryan getting a tattoo of Mark Sanchez?
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah,
I thought. Oh no. Okay, I was getting ready to mix up some details. Yeah, he had Mark Sanchez tattooed on him, but it was his wife wearing Sanchez's jersey. I think that's what the issue was.
well, okay.
It was his wife in Sanchez's jersey. It wasn't actually like a Mark Sanchez like tattoo on him.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around. Damn, that's a lot.
Yeah.
but let's be honest though. Like, we've had bad quarterback play forever.
We haven't had a quarterback finish in the top half of anything since Fitzpatrick. It's very sad.
Tattoo of his wife wearing a jersey. Okay, cool. Just want to make sure.
Okay, I was right. Yeah. It's not what I would do.
I'm off today. I'm getting my facts wrong a lot today. This is how much Aaron Rodgers does.
I was gonna say 80% of everybody's brain is tuned into.
Usually I'm on point, but today I don't know what's up with me today. It's this antibiotic I'm taking. Man, got me all messed up.
Can you slide some of that to Aaron?
No, he gave it.
Oh, did I lose Gino?
Lost me? What happened?
Yeah, I don't know. It froze for a minute. I kind of hear you like a little bit now, but it sounds robotic. We're off, right? This is part of A-Rod's plan to get us all in this cold. Yeah, Gino, I think I'm losing you a little bit, but even if I've said this a few times, even if Aaron Rodgers brings us a Super Bowl, like I'm not his tenure here with me wouldn't be anything amazing. Those two sentences shouldn't even go together, but the drama definitely equals the amount of excitement I would have seeing our Jets get a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah. Like I said, if he comes in here, damn, if he comes in here, and bye Barney, good to see you, buddy. If he comes in here and get us a Super Bowl, then I'm good. Then I'm good. Develop Zach Wilson, and then I'm good. But after all that, I want at least 3 years, like 2 to 3 years. Get your people in here. Let's create something special, no drama, and then I'm good. But if you're only going to be here for 1 year, then I'm like, no, I don't want that.
I'm not about it. It doesn't make any sense to have this much additional drama going on.
Can you see me, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, we're good again. Okay.
Yeah. Stop chopping up for me.
I never know what this. I've been dealing with Wi-Fi issues and stuff all day long. Mr. Trail, 0 chance you get out of the AFC.
Wait, what? I don't understand.
I don't understand which part. Like if we go 1 year or if we go 2, 3 years, like what we talking here?
I don't understand what the out of AFC part means.
That is what Trail said. You see his
I see.
comment?
So 0 chance you get out of AFC, but what does that mean?
Yeah, but what does that mean? Like, does that mean like the Jets in general, or?
By the way, I'm with you too, Dark Soldier. I think Mike White was very overhyped just because we've seen a minimum level of success with him. So
no, I've been saying this all season, Banks. What have I always said about Mike White? Whatever happens, I'm just gonna ride the wave. Ride that wave. Whatever happens, happens. I'm going to be honest. I'm glad he's gone. I don't want to deal with it anymore. We just ride that wave.
If Rodgers comes there, you can't get to a Super Bowl. What?
Okay.
What are you talking about?
What? I don't understand that.
So
are you a Packer fan? Is he a Packer fan?
He's got to be like a Patriots fan or something. I don't know.
Oh, that's probably. But no, Mike White and Zach Wilson, I was just going to ride that wave. Zach's got talent, but he's got the yips. He's got to figure out ways figuring out. And I also didn't think that he was developed right. And I think Saleh and LaFleur didn't want him. It was
Gunny, I think you cutting. Gunny, Gino, I think you cutting out again.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I think Saleh and LaFleur wanted to keep Darnold, and then this whole new plan came with Zach Wilson. So it is what it is now. So, but I'm glad White's gone. He can have a fresh start. He might get injured again, and then and something else might happen. So,
Lord forbid.
Lord forbid. I wish him the best of luck, though. I wish him the best of luck.
I'm curious though. I gotta know because you sometimes you trolls or you get to me. He's a Steelers fan.
Yeah.
Okay, so
so how do you feel about Patrick Peterson then? How does he feel about that? I wouldn't
don't
be excited.
understand why we can't get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I would not be excited about Patrick.
I think he's
Patrick
a great
Peterson.
player, but let's not pretend he's been going to Super Bowls. No. So he's been going to NFC championships and he's been getting screwed by his defense and questionable play calling on some critical big play opportunities on offense.
Right.
Which is the whole maddening part about this whole conversation. Talented guy, but infuriating with this additional stuff. If it's not in season, I don't want to hear about it.
Dude. That's all good, Trail. You're entitled to your opinion, man. You do what you want.
I'm trying to think about it though. So AFC quarterbacks, we're talking at least as of right now. Texans with Davis Mill, we're better than them. Kenny Pickett, we're better than Steelers. Better than Tua, better than Trevor, better than Mac, better than Matt Ryan or whoever the Colts end up settling on. Better than Ryan Tannehill, better than Derek Carr. Deshaun Watson, questionable if he gets back to his form.
Did you hear about Watson?
I heard they restructured his contract to open up like 36 million, something like that.
Yeah, they needed to do that already.
It's gonna be tough. Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow. I won't say Russell Wilson's better than him. Herbert. So maybe 5 quarterbacks are better than him, just in terms of like pure talent and maybe a little bit of upside, in my opinion.
Maybe.
But in terms of our division, it's only really Josh Allen that I think are maybe legitimately better than him.
Yeah, I'm with you.
160 throws without a touchdown. Can you imagine if Zach had that? Hey, Zach might be close, Dark. I need to know. I need to know what that actually looks like.
I just need Rodgers to dust a little pixie dust on Zach Wilson and maybe be the franchise quarterback.
Man, I get you. Okay, I was going a little bit too hard on Steve. I got you. But still, team game for a reason, right? I see some of the call outs. Nathan, good point. Dark Soldier, good point. It's not Aaron Rodgers doing it on his own anymore. He didn't have a bum defense with the Packers, but they definitely had some pretty strong weaknesses in areas where we will be able to excel in. The only thing I would be curious about is if we're able to turn over the ball a little bit more and give him a few more opportunities. AFC Championship games are nothing to shake your head at. No, facts. I've said this before. Patrick Mahomes is essentially the gatekeeper if you want to get to a Super Bowl. But they're going to be way more impaired to build a complete roster than we are.
Yeah. Hey, are you ready to get off? My butt hurts.
Hey, whenever is whenever, yo. It'd probably be good to focus on work again.
Yeah, I gotta do some stuff. Guys, thank you. Seriously, thank you everyone in the chat. Thank you for going on this 2.5 hour.
Gino, I think you cut down again.
Peace.
I could finish the sentiments though.
Thank you. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's back.
All right.
It's back.
Follow me and follow everybody. Peace.
Yeah, it's been cool. Appreciate you guys. Same time next Monday. So we'll catch you guys again. Peace.